Welcome to a whole new adventure within the Milky Way galaxy and beyond. Welcome to Mass Effect Adventum.
Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Mass Effect Adventum. My name is Emily Rose Jacobson, also known as GEmily, and today I am the commander of the Milky Way galaxy and all those that inhabit it, as I am the GM for the Mass Effect Oops All Krogans one-shot special.
Spooky.
Oops, all Krogans.
Wait, we're all Krogans?
Oops all Krogans, like oops all
my
berries,
God.
except oops all Krogans.
I love that. I love that so much.
So
it's
yeah,
it's just Fast and Furious with the Krogans. So.
it's going to be 5 Krogan characters going on a mission, getting into some trouble, and maybe learning something along the way. So thank you all so much for joining us. This is on our YouTube channel. Whoa, look around. This is it, our YouTube channel. We have another amazing one-shot if you haven't seen already. We did it for Gen Con 2020. We did a super fun kind of escape from Geth Plant or Geth Attack.
That was wild.
And it was wild. I won't give away any spoilers in case you haven't seen it. But if you like this one, go check that one out. It's another video RPG one-shot we did. It was super duper fun. Of course, check out all the other stuff we've got here. You can also be sure to follow us on the Twitter, Mass Effect Adventum, Emmy Adventum, and on Instagram. We do have a new Instagram now where Naeem is sharing some amazing art and our audio logs, our newly improved visual audio logs. So be sure to check those out and give those a follow if you're not already.
Yes.
And what else do I have here? Oh yeah, if you're liking the podcast and if you think this episode is really fun, be sure to give us a rating. I'm not going to tell you to give us 5 stars. You be honest with how good you think this podcast is.
I'm
Give
going
us
to
a
step
rating.
in here. I'm going to step in here. Give us 5 stars.
Yeah, I'm gonna step in and give us 5 stars, and then you can be honest in the review. But give us 5 stars.
Oh my god.
I hated it. 5 stars.
I hate it. 5 stars. So yeah, give us a rating and a review on your favorite podcast platform. That really helps us know what you like about the podcast, and it keeps the Mass Effect Adventum train chugging along. Is there anything else I am missing?
That was great.
That's really good. That was really good.
Yeah, you crushed it.
Awesome. It's like I used to do this before. Like a ripple effect. All right. Does anyone have any questions before we begin? How's everyone doing?
Can I leave?
You're already buckled in the ride. The bars have come down. The roller coaster is leaving the station. Unfortunately not.
I'm feeling good. I'm very excited. I got like so much energy right now. I gotta take a deep breath. I just miss you guys. This is great.
Yeah, man. Just you
Good.
too.
That's
Yeah.
good. Miss
Yeah.
you too.
I'm
Just
still
trying to
like,
channel that Krogan energy, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
We had so much apple pie that Matt made
Oh!
for us, and I'm just like,
I'm so glad. I'm so happy to hear that. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Well, now that
was
we are
like,
full
stop
of,
eating the pie. I was like, I can't.
well, now that we are full of energy and pie, let us begin today's special episode. Oops, all Krogans. You find yourselves on a rusty transport vessel bobbing and weaving its way through space debris. The 5 of you, 5 Krogans, are seated and strapped in the transport bench on the right side of this rust bucket. Against the other side of the vessel is a grizzled orange Krogan in a worn black mercenary armor with white accents, mumbling to himself. Another day, another run at it. You hear him mutter under his breath as he turns off his datapad, looks at the 5 of you, sighs, and begins to debrief you.
All right. So, we're nearing the moon known as, Opakovat. As I stated in the informational pack I sent you after each of you so graciously accepted this assignment, it's an abandoned nuclear energy facility. This facility was operational for a few years And then there was some kind of accident with the reactor and it was left abandoned. I work for a group that has an interest in this facility, and that is why the 5 of you are here today. Clean it out, make sure there's no squatters, assess the operational level of the facility, and then call me in. We'll pick you up and get you out of here with your additional credits. I'm also patched into each of your comms,
As you see him kind of type onto his Omni tool.
so if you need anything from me or need to talk to me while you're in the facility, you just let me know. Any questions?
My character signs to you and asks what your name was again.
You see the Krogan kind of looking at the signs and nodding as your character signs. He says,
Yes, apologies. Thought I already said this. I'm Tordak Core. Tordak Core. That's my name.
My character gives a thumbs up and a thank you in sign.
Tordak signs back, "You're welcome."
Any questions? Oh yeah. So, this also, the 5 of you,
You see him go back to the data pad.
forgot one more thing. The 5 of you are chosen here today because, as stated, this is an abandoned nuclear facility. As Krogans, yay, are least immune to nuclear and other radiation and other such environmental effects. You have been selected and asked to participate in this mission. You each have received 2,500 credits sent to you, and the remaining 2,500 credits will be given to you once upon completement.
You see a kind of darkly clad and sort of like almost like a war, like a military face paint Krogan with smoldering yellow eyes step out of the shadows.
Oh,
I don't like the look of this. Seems too easy. Tell me, Core, Commander, Colonel, Core, what kind of resistance do we expect on the ground?
You see Core kind of recline for a sec and just you hear him crack like he kind of rolls back his shoulders, and you just hear this like crack 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 as he kind of repositions himself against the other side of the transport vessel.
Unfortunately, this is the first time we're sending anybody on the ground. This facility's been abandoned for some time, though. Hopefully, just environmental creatures, such. Nothing too bad. Hopefully nothing too bad. I mean, I don't see anybody else. Maybe some Krogans. If they decided to come and a mercenary group that, decides to take over the complex as well. Right now in the galaxy, these things are seen as valuable resources. Pre-established bases, pre-established operating facilities that are easy to come in, clean out, take over, and transform into, a merc hideout, some kind of black market trading outpost. Yeah, you name it.
You see my character kind of nodding off.
Oh, yes. Environmental creatures, of course. Mercenaries. Well, sounds like we better get a better understanding of our crew, our team. Who are we working with? And
why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves? I'm afraid I only know a little bit about you all just from my own intel, but yes, please, if we could all go around, introduce each other. These are going to be the people we're going to be working with, fighting alongside.
I am Suka. Just Suka.
My character goes ahead and says and signs all of this, and says that my name is Nakmor Kridtar. My partner also calls me Mute because he's a bit coy and he's a bit a little too on the nose, but he's partner is Toby Spat and Spratt, excuse me. And he and I just do jobs, and I figured I'd take this one and help pay the bills. And that was all on sign.
Very, very courageous of you.
Thank you. Inside.
See a light brown Krogan just has little biotics just sizzling around his head and around his shoulders.
Crag! Neckmore Crag is the name. That is all.
And I see on you that you're surrounding yourselves with your biotic abilities. I didn't get that in my informational packet. I'll just make a note of that here.
I just installed them for a recent issue. And the issue is that I'm going to be paying back that certain individual one day after I grow my power.
As the biotics just sizzling, he just got him installed, so he's not quite. We're not sure if he's 100% in control of them.
Wow.
Newly installed. You see, Core kind of making a quick, almost edit to his notes. Newly installed biotics. And you.
You see a Krogan that's just as soon as the last Krogan was that spoke, his voice came out. It was almost like, so there's a Krogan who's almost dozing off, not really fully paying attention to what's going on, kind of, but just kind of just slumped in its Krogan battered armor. Looks like it's probably seen way more than it was originally designed to do. And as soon as this other Krogan starts to speak, his head just kind of tilts up and then just kind of looks over, and he just can't stop staring at this last Krogan to speak.
Do you want me to look at that?
Crag just he gets up.
Are you insinuating?
I'm not insinuating anything. There's clearly something wrong with your voice.
What is wrong with my voice?
Well, I just...
Your balls didn't drop.
Well,
excuse you?
and he starts technically, he has 4 sets of balls, but I'm sure it sounds like none of them have actually dropped. So, yeah, perhaps your medical analysis is correct. Have your balls dropped, sir?
See here. I am the great Crag, and you will respect me. You hear me? Or you will go die.
Kridtar puts out his hands and is signs to everyone to calm down, relax, calm down, relax. We're in this together. We get this job done. We can all go our own ways. And he looks right at Kridtar. What was your name? I'm so sorry.
Me?
Yes.
Crag.
That's right. He looks right at Crag and is like, be cool.
I'm gonna roll and die if I understand.
I unfortunately do not understand what you are saying.
You don't? Okay. All right. He's saying just, you know what? Look, I'm just gonna put this out here. If we're trying to go in, just keep the talking to a minimum.
As long as the mission's complete, then I am satisfied. And satisfied, I will be able to get more modifiers.
So
to one day avenge my loss.
So my character's name is Kroll Grunku, also known as Meat. So Meat is instantly going to look up any sort of research on if there's some sort of evolution of the genophage that is causing Krogan to like not become like full Krogan, to become whatever this is, because it's really alarming him that we're going into this situation. And on top of that, there's this biotic thing to him. So he's going to do some immediate research to see.
It's a nice Omni tool you got there. Didn't tell us your story.
Too many stories. Everyone's got stories. Everyone's been around the galaxy, killed this, seen that, slain this. When is it enough? I'm just saying, we all live to be thousands of years old, but it's the same shit, a different day.
You don't have to explain, sugar.
I try to wink my eye, but it comes off like just splitting in half.
All right, I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna go over here,
and I'm gonna and Kroll's gonna like take a step back because he's gonna scan everyone in this room, a medical scan on all of them. Do you want to roll?
Oh yeah, do a medical scan. Dude,
okay.
Roll me your. That's what I do as a GM. Roll me your medicine skill. I love the story so much. I just get caught up.
Not you rolling to find out if we're all insane.
So medicine. Sorry.
Yep, medicine check. Yep. Tell me your medicine.
That is 27.
Yeah, you get you're able to almost like doing like a nice kind of pan scan of the current kind of transport, this area of the transport vessel. You're able to get kind of pretty extensive medical information about each Krogan there.
Try and keep as many of them alive as I can this time.
I'm just kind of like, and he sighs to himself and just resigned to what's ever gonna happen, but it's not gonna be good.
As you say that, the vessel like almost gets like kind of goes through this kind of big bump, like you all are kind of lurched for a second, and you see Core kind of brace the sides of the left side of the vessel as he
I'm gonna go make sure everything's all right, and with my pilot, you stay right here.
As you see him kind of lumber over to a door, it opens and he enters into the cockpit, and the door closes, and the five of you are left alone.
Kritar signs to everybody, to whoever can understand sign, says, "Is the pilot also a Krogan?"
I don't understand what he is saying.
Something about the pilot being a Krogan, I believe. Well, we can always go check.
He
Force
nods.
open
He
the
nods.
door.
Suka agrees.
Why don't we go take a look?
I'm gonna go walk up.
Now, if there's anything I've learned in the Krogan Intelligence Agency, it's you have to be stealthy.
And then I'm gonna proceed to try to rip open the door.
Jeez. Let me see. It's already begun. It has already begun.
This is what you did, Emily.
I need you to do a strength check for me. Do me a strength check.
Sounds
You're just
good.
gonna rip it open.
Oh no, I rolled a 4. So it's a total of a 6.
Yep.
Puny.
Sarlacc, you go over there and you try and you describe to me what happens.
Yeah, so I'll walk over to the door, kind of give it a tug, and immediately I'm gonna realize this is not gonna budge. So I'm just gonna kind of play it off, talking my Omni tool.
Yeah, door reinforcement is heavily reinforced, very strong door.
I'd like to go to the door and push it forward.
Look at him. He's so weak.
Can you roll me a... Oh gosh, what is a door opening skill? I guess electronics.
Okay. I was just trying to, like, if he was trying to pull, I was just gonna be like.
Oh no, it's like
push.
a key. It's like a.
Oh, it's a key. All right, then then I'll use the
door.
electronics.
It's not
All right,
like
great.
It's not like a push or pull.
Great. So that is 21.
Will the Krogans open the door?
I just go to push a button. Look,
you go to push a button, and the door makes an opening sound, but it doesn't open.
Very strong door, wouldn't you agree? How about this? Why don't we hack it? Let me try to hack this door using my hacking skills.
And I invert my shotgun that I carry and use my hacking. We're going to call it hacking and hack the door. Just a skill.
So are you going to roll a hacking skill? Or
yes,
are you going to roll...
I have invested skills in hacking. This is the hacking that I learned in the Krogan Intelligence Agency.
Kind of
it's
hacking.
a different brand
All right,
of hacking.
so you try and hack that door.
All right, I'm going to punch it with my fists and the butt of my rifle to hack it. And that is a 22. Damn.
With a 22, yeah, you are able to. Yeah, you go over to the keypad and you just, with the butt of your sawed-off shotgun,
Door hack!
you just bash it into the keypad. Suddenly, you see this kind of electricity and sparks come out of this keypad as the ship itself shakes for a bit, and suddenly the door opens, and standing right in the door frame, staring at you, is Core.
You did it.
Why? What?
He looks over, just sees Meat. What is your
Meat.
Krogan?
My full name is Krol Grunku.
Grunku. Sees just Grunku and Knackmore just standing in front of the door.
Are we there yet?
Can I? We're almost. You're gonna want to get seated because we're almost there.
Are there chairs in there?
You are able to kind of look over. You're able to look over Core's shoulder for a sec, and you just see that it's literally one pilot seat and standing room, and you just
Don't
see.
need chair anyway.
What?
You just see you see the back of a Krogan piloting the ship.
I turn around to the group.
Yes, it is indeed a Krogan. Everyone can sit down.
No chairs needed.
While this is happening, I would like to, Kritar kind of, he realizes, oh my god, what have I done? This is a waste of time. So he goes, while they're all doing that, and he's hacking at the door and stuff. He goes into his Omni tool, and he wants to try to hack into the planet's security feeds, if that's possible, if we're close.
I'll say, yeah, you're kind of now the ship has definitely started to enter into the atmosphere of this moon. Get that moon's name real quick again.
The name was
Opacavat?
Opacavat, yeah.
Opacavat.
Opacavat. Yeah. So it started to enter into the atmosphere. So yeah, you kind of feel this rumble. Kind of like the ship starts to shake as it's kind of pushing into the atmosphere. I will say you can try and do a scan of because for some reason on this moon, as you kind of look at your Omni tool, the only thing on this moon that you see within a you see around you as you're kind of coming in closer and closer is this nuclear facility.
Okay.
There is nothing else.
Yeah, so I want to hack into see if there are any active cameras in the nuclear facility, just to get a scout. I want to scout the facility.
Sure.
Okay. This might not work. Okay, that's a 7. So.
You try, Kritar, you try hacking in. You try doing kind of like a remote hack. Unfortunately, you are a little far away, and as you look further at your Omni tool, you notice that there's almost kind of like an emergency system on for this facility, kind of like an emergency power system, but the facility itself is strangely, it's not operational, so there isn't a ton of electronics there. It's just almost like backup power for doors and whatnot, and that's what you kind of get on your reading.
Okay. I keep it to myself.
Core just stands in the doorway facing the two of you.
Are you gonna sit down? We're landing.
I ignore him and turn to Meat, and I'm like,
yes, your dark and brooding persona as well as your door bashing skills, I think we will create a powerful team.
And then I turned and sit down.
You see Core pulls out a data pad again. It almost like sighs and makes notes on the data pad.
Yeah.
If I see that, I'm like,
Yeah, you might want to get another team ready. I'm just saying.
as I go to sit down.
As you say that, Core's eyes kind of like raise for a second on his Krogan brow as he just sighs and goes and sits back on the left side, kind of facing you all once again.
Everyone's sitting, everyone puny.
Yeah, so you see Crag, this whole time his eyes are rolled back. He's thinking that he's been meditating and floating, but in reality he's just his tongue is flickering and his eyes rolled back, rocking back and forth like he's meditating. As he's just been ignoring everyone and just waiting to get to the destination, thinking that he's enhancing his power.
I'm gonna have you actually do a quick roll for me. I need you to do a willpower roll for me.
Oh my gosh.
I can visualize that perfectly.
Yeah,
by the way.
same.
I'm already crying. And
It's a
how
14
many
plus
minutes in?
4.
28 minutes in.
We're
14
only-
plus 4?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's an 18.
Yeah.
Crag, as you are in this perceived state, you're trying. You're doing the thing where if I do the meditation, then I will meditate. If I close my eyes, then I will fall asleep. Or if I think about sleeping, then I will sleep. But as you do this, there's almost a flicker in your mind of this meditation connecting, these kind of biotics connecting with you mentally. And for some reason, you get this instance of deja vu. And then almost like in an instant, it's gone. Like as you almost kind of reach meditation, as you kind of reach that perfect like synchronity, all of a sudden you felt this deja vu and then it's gone. And your meditation is gone. And you're back to forcing it.
So you just see him just snap out of it and just under his breath.
I almost had the power. How did the Justicar do it? I must get more power. Power, indeed, yes, the power. One day, yes.
And he sits down.
This feels like Jar Jar Binks becoming the Emperor. Like that's what this feels like.
Great, I created Jar Jar Binks. That's great.
Krintar just looks at you all and just sighs. And pulls out his battle hammer and just starts like making sure checking it out.
Awesome. So as you kind of you feel the transport vessel kind of start to almost kind of get everything, you start to hit more and more turbulence as you feel this descent kind of rapidly happening as you keep going down and further towards the planet's surface until finally the vessel kind of peters out and levels out as you slowly start to coast down until you're right next to the facility and you're just kind of like you slowly like you feel almost as it's like shaking, kind of rattling back and forth as the winds of this planet are kind of like blustering this transport vessel as it lands, and finally you feel the kind of comforting drop of the ship as it hits solid ground.
You call that turbulence? That was puny. Back feel good.
Are you doing good over there?
As I roll my neck and I crack like several bones at a time.
Never felt better.
Great, cause we're here.
As you see Core kind of unbuckle himself, stretch, stand up, he lumbers on over to this kind of big door that's at the edge. So you have the pilot, the cabin at the top, the front, and on the other, kind of like to your right, you see this big door. As he smacks a button against the wall, and just like this door kind of, this ramp door just kind of comes down and lands on this planet.
Kritar looks at all of you. He's like right by the door. He takes a look at all of you. Blinks. Looks to the door, and he walks out the door. The hangar door.
Meat's gonna follow because there's no sense in waiting around if we're either gonna do this or we're gonna die. So let's get to it.
I follow behind Meat, checking out his butt as he's walking in front of me.
Meat, have nice butt.
It's like old Krogan butt.
Do you say that out loud?
The best butt.
No.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do? Okay, great. He stops and turns around. So from the scan, I missed it because I had to deal with dog issues. Is Suka? Would I have gotten from this? Was there anything hiding the fact that I missed the intro? So does the intro from the scan? Would I have gotten what she is?
Yeah, you know she's a female.
Okay, great. I just didn't know if that was the thing. So yeah, Meat's like,
Look, are you sure you want to go on this? Like, isn't it probably more important that you like stay here on the ship and not go die?
I know I'm too beautiful to die, but I think I can be of service here.
You just see as Meat goes and like pushes something in his data pad, as he's just like,
I've slightly elevated your priority to save.
and he walks out.
I will say, yeah, as you kind of like look further at Suka's information, you notice, that she comes from this kind of almost it was like a rumor. You thought it was just a rumor of this all-female kind of this small Krogan clan that are not only that are fighters in this kind of this group that travels together or just kind of travels and
got it.
What's rumored is confirmed.
Got it. That's interesting.
So as the five of you exit the transport vessel, you're kind of met on this rusty kind of surface of a planet. You kind of, as the wind blows dust around you, you are facing this just worn down metal facility. You see that there's like the wear and tear of the wind and the dirt and the rock has just beaten its way across this metal. It's super duper worn. There's starting to be kind of like growth too, almost like these dark kind of twisting earthy roots, not like a lush root or a lush vine, almost very like craggly, like this kind of dead desert vine just wrapping itself around kind of the edges of this facility. As you see, kind of, you're facing, I dropped a fun map in the chat. So your face, that's right, I use maps now. Thanks, Bert.
Nice.
So you're facing, where you're facing is kind of near this entrance door of the first area.
Cool.
So you kind of see to your right, there's this group of buildings that is jettisoned out. And to your left, you see kind of the round base of this reactor.
Are we at 14?
You're at 1.
We're at 1.
Oh.
So you're like right in front of 1. So you see kind of to your right and behind you, you see the extension of 12, 13, and 14.
Yep. To myself, I would like to scan the environment just to get like the level of radiation, toxicity for my records.
All right. Do us... Gosh, there's no scan roll.
That'd be electronics?
Electronics, yeah.
All right, tight.
Let's do electronics. I was about to say, Bert, what do you do for scans?
That's not another 7. It's 2 dice now that are not 7.
So another 7. Where'd my pen go?
Yeah.
It's... This is a planet that weirdly this is a moon. Sorry, this is a moon that has similar properties to the Krogan home planet. You notice.
Cool.
I forget the name. Tuchanka, yeah. Tuchanka. So there's a few, that's what you basically get on your baby scan. It's like this moon, similar to Tuchanka.
Cool. I start walking towards the door.
I'm gonna kind of step out in the atmosphere and be like, because I spent a lot of time on Tuchanka.
Oh, that feels like home.
and then start walking as well. And as I sort of pass Meat, I'm going to be like,
I think you and I are the only reliable members of this team, so keep an eye on the others.
and then just keep walking.
I agree. There's very few reliable members here.
You see Crag just sort of just sniffing the air as he's trying to absorb some type of energy, thinking that that's how biotics work. So that's what he's been doing as he's walking with y'all.
Suka just looks at Meat and sort of gives him a half smile with a fang out.
At this point, Meat just sighs like,
Not again.
Oh my gosh! He's a Krogan magnet.
then Meat's gonna walk to the door, because then presumably there's like a door there into this facility.
Yeah. If we're right next to the door, and while you're scanning it, I'm going to assign to you. Actually, yeah, I'll just that you should take this opportunity to help with the survival of the Krogan race.
He just looks at Kritar, and I'm gonna attempt to sign back. Meat's pretty
Suka's
intelligent.
still smiling the entire time.
Hey man, that's all you. Go do your part.
I'm going to sign. I can no longer procreate.
Oh.
After the experimentations.
Meat's gonna look and.
That is unfortunate. You have very little value then. You are expendable, I guess.
Kritar just rolls his eyes and just shakes his head and goes back to the door and helps open it.
From behind you, you see Kor calls out as he's kind of holding on to the edge of the ship, still standing kind of like on the like the landing door.
Alright, I'm connected to your comms. You radio me in when you're done. We'll come pick you up. If you find anything of value, call it in, and we will assess if it is necessary for taking or further investigation. Alright, I'm connected to all of you still, so I will be there, but not physically there.
So not here at all then.
I mean, I can still. I'm always
physically speaking, you would not be here.
Not physically, but I'm here.
So, not
I'm
where
here.
It counts.
What?
At this point,
You just
Meat's
see
now.
him like his head drop as he just like sighs and he just like.
Meat is now looking at the Kritar who can't sire children. Trad Sarlocke, who's giving him some vibes. Nakamura Krag, who's doing whatever he's doing. Suka, who's still like, I guess, doing that smile.
I guess there's a first time for everything. I'm gonna lead us in.
And I'm gonna try and open the door.
Kritar gives a thumbs up.
Oh, as Kor sees you approach the door.
You're gonna need this.
As you see him pull out his Omni tool and type something in, and you receive on your Omni tool, Grunku. Yes, did I write that down right?
Yeah, you can just call me Meat.
Meat. I'll just call you Meat. Meat. You receive on your Omni tool the access code to this door in this facility.
Oh, delightful.
Alright, good luck, stay safe, and call me if you need me.
You hear Kor kind of yell as the door is coming up on him, and as soon as the door kind of closes, you see this transport vessel shakily take off from the planet and fly away.
Suka thinks it's funny you call yourself meat. Cause you a piece of meat. Lead,
Yeah.
Suka.
We all are meat. We're all just things on our journey to die. Go back into the life force of the universe if you're thinking of things like that. But really, we are just hamburger that dies.
Profound. Smart Krogan.
It's a hamburger.
Sugan Press.
All right. let's open the
Sarlacc,
store.
don't interrupt him.
Who here is... Hey, yeah, Sarlacc, you seem like you have the best skills in
Sarlacc kind of straightens up.
Oh, yes, of course.
subterfuge and stealth.
Yes, absolutely. Let me lead the way. You want to punch in the code?
I'm gonna try a more aggressive approach.
And I'm just gonna open the door.
You bring your Omni tool, kind of like you almost see this kind of scanner on the outside of the door, and as you bring your Omni tool to it, you hear this unlock as the doors to this facility slide open.
Sarlacc just walks in,
All right, after me.
and then I turn and start banging my fist against the metal wall. Anyone there?
I
Kritar,
just hold up a hand to everyone else to stop.
Don't move in. Let him get in at least a few chambers.
as he's doing that too, and Meat says to stop, Kritar pulls out his Omni tool again and wants to like scan for any movement or like life or whatever. He wants to scan to see if anything moves on his radar.
All right, give me electronics.
Electronics.
As you
That's
kind
a
of hit
nat
the
20.
Whoa!
Supersonic nat 20.
There we
boom,
go.
boom, boom, boom. Band that booty.
Well, you broke a chair now.
I know everything about this maze. Oh,
Tell us everything, Emily. Tell us everything.
Oh my gosh. I'll get back to my narration in a second. Kritar, as you do a scan for life forms in this facility, you see pop up on your scan. You kind of like do almost like a radial scan. You see kind of two pings of life forms in front of you, and as you kind of are scanning around, you see two pings of life forms to the right of you, and then as you kind of like you turn back around, and now so that was to your right, and then as you turn to your left to kind of face where you know the reactor to be, in kind of in vicinity to where you are in the facility. You're basically where you are right now, where I was going to narrate as Sarlacc hit the wall. You're essentially in kind of the lobby area of this facility. It actually seems really, really nice. It looks like this facility was sponsored by some kind of big company. As you see, almost like these kind of decals everywhere. There's a big it looks like there was kind of this display in the center of this room that was almost this digital version of like the moon that was spinning around, but you see that now there is no projection. It's just kind of this empty metal kind of rusting pit, kind of circle base of where this projection, you're assuming a projection may have been. So yeah, Kritar, as you turn to the left and face where the facility is in position to you,
the big like circular one.
Yeah, the big circular thing.
Okay.
You notice that there's just like the heat from that. For some reason, you're starting to pick up this reactor. Something in there is hot. It might be the reactor. It might be waste. It might be something else. But there's there's a huge heat signature in that room.
I immediately Sarlacc is just banging on everything, right?
Yeah, as he Sarlacc,
few,
Sarlacc like bangs on the walls. You see almost like this dust kind of this dust and dirt coming down from the ceiling, as like there was a nice vase in the corner that had like a dead plant in it, and as you bang, like this vase falls over and shatters.
I tap my hand onto a Crag's shoulder, and I show him the readings.
Interesting. I think it means
And I'm sorry. And he shrugged. And I have a so the two life forms in front of me are those. Is that? Is it like Sarlacc and then something else? Am I assuming, or I just don't know?
So you're getting so you don't have, because you failed your scan earlier. You really don't have a good layout of this area.
Gotcha.
It's almost like as you do a scan for like heat signatures, you definitely see everybody around you, but almost far away there's two pings of two faint signatures, and then to your right there's two faint signatures.
Okay, but they're not.
Not in the room. No,
gotcha,
they're like further.
Gotcha.
You can assume, because you rolled a ding dong nat 20. You can assume that they are other places in the facility.
He's gonna. Can Krogans whistle? I don't know.
Theoretically,
you know what?
yeah.
I think so, right?
We in charge of the cannon now. It can do whatever
He's gonna take
want.
his hand and go, and to try and like get Sarlacc's attention, and he goes like this, and like points to two in front and two over there, and signs to proceed, and then points to the big building and saying like that. He motions like it could be anything. But it's a lot. It's something hot. He's like, it's really hot over there.
Right. 2 enemies. Not in this room. Well, Kritar.
And I kind of sign back to him, but not very good. Like, can you lead the way?
And I get Kritar nods, brings out his battle hammer, and proceeds forward into the first room.
Room 2, the hallway.
I think it's just a hallway. Yeah.
It's just a hallway. As the doors between this lobby and the doors from this lobby kind of open, you notice that like it's this facility. This is a really aged facility, even though from what Core said it had only been abandoned like 5 or 10 years. It has somehow taken on a huge amount of wear and tear as these doors do open, but it's almost like they kind of hitch at certain places and almost pause for a second before like clunking open.
Okay, so far so good. As he goes into the hallway, I would like to make a perception check to see, because if I saw the 2 signatures were in front of me, I'm assuming there's something in the next hall. So based off of that, I'm gonna try and do a perception check to see if I can hear any movement or like any type of chitter, like voices or chittering or whatever.
There's no perception in our game.
Or spot check.
Spot. Yeah, I'll say spot. Yeah, spot kind of kept. I was about to say spoot. Do a little spoot.
Oh, that's a 22. 22, maybe.
Killing it with the rules.
It's my Deku die. I switched to this one and it's working great.
Kritar, as you near kind of that next, as you're near the next door that it leads to what you assume to be the next area, room 3, you hear almost like this clicking sound of like, you hear this kind of like, this almost like claws on ground as you hear this kind of clicking noise coming from that room.
I halt everyone, like I go like this, I stop, and I sign to them that there's I hear clicking in the next room over. Does anyone have a frag?
I do.
What kind of clicking?
I shout.
It sounds like there is a creature in there, and we should be ready to kill it. So we just crack this door open, and we throw a little frag in there.
You want to do it now?
You said you yelled. Sarlacc, you just said you yelled in this hallway.
Yeah. But
all right.
Suka also, are you holding a grenade also ready to throw something?
Would you want to do it now?
No.
But yes, I did yell.
No.
Okay.
Meat is just in the back watching this. It's like he's still by the door. Worst case scenario, I go, this team didn't work out, and I leave and I call for you back. So he's just watching it.
Well, nope. They just nothing. Nat 1. Nothing at all.
Yeah.
Stealth, baby.
You yelled so loud, Sarlacc.
We were as loud as possible, and they still didn't hear us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crack this door open, you throw that grenade in there, we'll close the door.
Okay, Suka ready.
Oh my gosh.
Here we
Okay,
go.
so Kritar, if you're gonna try, are you gonna try and do this stealthily or with strength?
Strength. For
Okay.
Sure.
Then I need you to roll me, your straight strength, and then Suka, I'm gonna have you roll dexterity for me to see if you're able.
Okay.
Do not.
That's another 22. 18 plus 4.
I'm not gonna let y'all do any more strength checks or like anything.
It's all stealth and like it's all stealth checks.
It can change on a dime.
Wait, do I use the modifier on my dexterity or the actual like point?
The modifier.
Use the modifier, yeah.
Okay. So that's a 12.
Oof, as well.
Suka
All
got
right.
sweaty hands around meat.
So, Kritar, you're able to grip this door, and just almost before it senses that you're ready to kind of go through it, you pull it open. But Suka, since you got a 12, you toss that grenade in, but it's a little too close to y'all than you had hoped. You didn't get the arc well enough, so the arc wasn't there, and so this grenade essentially lands like 3 feet away from you and Kritar.
I need
And
to
since-
try to like dash, like
Is it like
run!
can I kick it? Is it by my foot?
It's 3 feet in front of you. You can try and kick it, but it's gonna be really
I'm
hard.
gonna try to like leap.
I was gonna
Leap
I would-
away or leap on it.
No, leap away. The leap away.
Can I try to put it in stasis?
Oh wow.
Sure. What's that? Is that just a biotics roll?
Screen screwed up. Target must be 60 feet away. Stasis cost. Well, it says enemy, so I don't know if it won't be an item.
As soon as you pull that pin, that grenade is your enemy.
Okay. Well, it says enemy.
I'll say you can try it. Let's
Okay.
try it. What's the roll?
It's certainly not friendly to you. That's for sure.
It's
Yeah, it's very neutral.
it's not a roll. The character
Oh, you just
must
an
succeed
ability
on-
you can do?
Yeah, the character must
Oh.
succeed on a ranged touch attack to affect the target.
Oh, so
I
you gotta
guess-
run up and touch it.
I think ranged touch is like, I don't know, you can see it in, like you have line of sight to it in range or something.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure exactly what that
Oh,
is, but I
gotcha.
think it
So-
just means you gotta be in range, right?
Come on, Crag.
Yeah. So I'm wondering
Steve
if I
Rogers
should do
this.
my base attack. On
Yeah,
this?
I was just say, just roll that.
Okay.
Plus your wisdom, maybe? Because if it's biotics, I never used biotics. Tanea, what's your usually biotics roll? Is it with wisdom
I think it's charisma, right?
or charisma?
Yeah, charisma.
Okay, so roll it with your charisma.
Well, that is a roll of my charisma.
Yeah.
Wait, so am I rolling?
So yeah,
just
do
for-
base attack plus charisma.
Oh, okay. Base attack. So it's 15. 12 plus 3.
All right. Crag, with the 15, yes, you are able to run. You're able to jump through this door as Suka kind of leaps backwards and leaps out of the way. You're able to kind of jump in front of her and around Kritar. You're able to just, like almost like push him away. As you pull through that door. And because Kritar was right there, you kind of get caught on him with a 15. And so you kind of trip a bit, and you're able to touch the grenade. So you're able to put the grenade in stasis, but you find yourself falling on the ground as you look up, and Kritar and Crag both see two nasty red Clixen that have just like turned their kind of crustacean-y kind of like heads and shells, these huge nasty Clixen, and are now facing you. As you see, there's almost like a nest in the corner of the room, in this dilapidated kind of workers. Like this is a hallway that kind of splits off into two different directions. So it's kind of a common area. As you see, this common area is completely dilapidated and destroyed, with like benches turned over and now moved into this nest thing where these two Clixen were standing near, completely oblivious to yelling in the other room. But now having individuals enter into their space, they're now kind of, their heads are turned, And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh!
There we go.
Battling already.
You gotta fight to stay alive
Oh
in
my
the
God.
heart
14.
of the storm.
That was the
that was great.
so that 20.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a
Gimme.
6 for Kridtar.
It's 18 for Sarlacc.
Meat got a 5.
Does anyone have armor-piercing ammo or shredder ammo?
I have a turret.
I have something called bullet rain.
You'll see.
So,
Bullet rain?
yeah.
That sounds useful.
Yeah, it does.
And grenades,
Bullet
apparently. you
rain,
have.
bullet
Oh
rain.
my gosh. What was your score, Tanea?
14.
14. All right. And then Matt, what did you get? 5.
5.
Okay. Awesome. So Crag, you are up front. You are kind of on the ground, on your tummy, one hand on a grenade, one hand kind of propping you up, as you see these two Klickson staring at you, and you start to hear like this kind of like clatter and kind of chomp of like their pincers, kind of get more and more irritated, as almost like a cicada.
How far are they? Are they like right up close to me? Or
I
else-
will say, let me pull up my hand today in the map. So you're kind of right by where the door is. They're kind of right by where that circle is. If you look at the room 3 on the map. So I'll say you're a good, like 25 feet away from them.
Okay. Cool. So what Crag is going to do is, all right, he's going to use that stasis grenade and sort of throw it using his biotics.
Nice,
and,
nice.
attempt to like do damage to one of the Klickson.
Awesome.
I believe throw. I think you have to roll. Do they have shields?
No, I don't believe so. So they're not in the book. So I'm using another foe's kind of stats for them a little bit.
Okay.
They don't have a shield, but they do have a sizable defense.
Okay. Well, I guess the throw just happens because it's not in the roll for throws or biotic. Yeah. It's not listing anything. So, yeah, I don't have the stats for the actual grenade. Do you have it, Tanea?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody got those grenade stat?
Looks like grenade deals 6d6 points of damage, radius 5 feet.
Okay.
66. Wow.
Jeez. So you'll be roll 66. Okay. Well, I'm assuming does it hit or?
I'm gonna say, let me roll to see. Let me roll.
Okay.
Let me roll on my end. All right. Roll your damage real quick.
Okay. So it's 8 so far. 16. 21.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Wow. That's
So 21.
Yeah.
All right, with a 21. So that grenade, you're able to. So, yes.
So you just see Crag just mutter under his breath. Well, he's sort of laughing under his breath. He's like,
He underestimated my power.
as he just sort of just looks at that grenade that he's holding with his finger and just launch it towards the one of the Klickson while he's just laughing on his breath.
Oh my god.
So yeah, Craig, you are able to successfully, as you're laughing, you actually are able to successfully, you lob this grenade, and as you lob it in the air, it lands on the ground and almost perfectly rolls underneath kind of this one on the right-hand side of the nest that is closest to you, that's more in the foreground, as this grenade kind of like, you see it kind of like slowly like, and all of a sudden you hear like beep, 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 right under the Clixon as it explodes underneath the Clixon and like blasts off 4 of its legs. You just see these huge red kind of mandible legs, claw-like legs, just go flying against the room and splattering against the walls. As, yeah, that Clixon takes 21 damage, you said?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Man.
That Clixon is just like, you see it slump on the ground and you see its back legs trying to pick it up, but it's like rolling onto its weird bug-like shoulders and trying to push itself up, but like screeching in pain as this nasty like Clixon, I think it was like a red or like kind of a blacky, kind of like a dark red ooze, like was there like their blood? This nastiness like pooling underneath it as the other Clixon like rears up and like screeches in like horror and pain. So yeah, it is pissed.
So you just see as these Krags just laughing.
Simple creatures, you will know the name of Krag by the end of this.
I gotta say, Jazeera and Melovia really messed this guy up, dude.
I didn't do anything.
Oh my god.
Listen.
He's a simple Krogan working in the hangar bay.
Oh my god.
Just sidewiped to him in the ship coming down, just like, like what happened? What happened to this poor guy?
Just that one moment changed the course of his life forever.
Bert, is this exactly how you pictured it?
It's even better. Even better.
100%.
So Sarlacc, it's your. Oh wait, Krag, do you want to do anything else on your turn? Do you want to move around? Do you want to get off the ground, or?
Yeah, I'll get off the ground and just ready for whatever. I guess the next one, or he's still alive, right? The other one exploded.
The other one is the other one was untouched. So your grenade only hit one of them.
Yeah.
But it did some real gnarly damage to it.
Am I able to use an ability, not like to damage, just to set up something?
I'll say yeah, sure. What's your ability?
Because he also has a background in technically doing tech work in a facility, he also has this thing called sentry turret. Because he's Sentinel, I think that's the race class I chose for this guy. Half biotics, half tech. So he's going to just set up a sentry turret, a small device, just right in front of him, as he just stands behind it, cackling.
I will say, yeah, you're able to set up that turret. That turret's going to have to wait a turn for when it's your turn next time. But yeah, I'll say that throughout the rest of these people, the rest of your team's turns, you are setting up that turret. All right, Sarlacc, still
Awesome.
in the hallway, but there is a fight a-brewing in the room over.
That combo between Krag and Suka was awesome. I'm gonna see that and think to myself,
Wow. So this is what working with a team is like. Okay.
and I'm gonna like kind of announce,
Going dark.
and then trigger my tactical cloak,
Oh my
and then
gosh.
and then
What is this?
you see this kind of
Wait a
like
minute.
invisibility come over Sarlacc's giant, Krogan body,
All right, I'm going in.
and just charging in. So there's kind of this invisible Krogan with a shotgun out, charging in.
Perhaps
And
Suka needs
I've
to
activated
think
my ability and moved, so I assume that's all.
meat not the strongest here.
Oh.
Shoot. So you're making noise as you're in tactical cloak, correct?
Correct.
I'm just gonna do a roll. Can you roll me? I mean, yours is pretty. You have from
You
personal
want me to roll my
experience.
hide or what?
I mean, what do you like? You're just running in. Are you gonna run up and just attack, a straight up attack?
I want to attack. I have my shotgun out, but I also I moved and I triggered my tactical cloak, so I'm not sure if I can attack on this turn. But whenever I can,
with
I
tactical
will.
cloak, you can attack, but I think as soon as you attack, tactical cloak turns off.
That's fine. Yeah,
That's
that's the plan.
the ability that has a decently powerful charge. All right, you
love
activate
this.
tactical cloak. You
love
run
this
in.
so much.
These two,
amazing.
this almost called it a Krillin. This Clixon in pain is writhing, and this other Clixon is PO'd, and they do not even hear your screams in your tactical cloak. So yeah, you just run up and you want to take out your shotgun?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm
Great.
going to go for the one that I guess is closer, the one that they already attacked.
Yeah. The one that's like up in a messy puddle on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. All right. So yeah, roll me your Bab plus Dex.
Okay.
So I try and set up my lighting.
Okay, that's an 18.
All right, roll me your shotgun damage.
Yes.
Nice.
Infiltration.
Is there any bonus damage that he gets for having tactical cloak and shooting and
Plus one damage for non-sniper rifles.
Nice. Okay, fair enough.
Plus
So
1d6
add
for
that
sniper
on.
rifles.
That's right.
Yeah, the thing is a sniper.
Maybe not the most
dream.
like meta build, for this guy, but it's
Hey,
all
it's
good.
creative. We like
Yeah.
that.
Okay, so 3d6 I'm going to roll. And okay, that's a 12. 12,
Alright.
12 damage.
Apologies.
Do I add anything to my damage, by the way, with like... Is there anything that would add to damage? Is it like on the weapon or anything? Probably not. Looks like
I
12.
don't think so.
I don't see anything. 12 it is?
All right, so that was, you said 18?
Oh, 18 to hit and then 12 damage.
12 damage. All right. Describe to me where you aim on this Clixon.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's still got a head, right? So I'm just going to charge up and, head on, right? Just
Apply directly
as
to
the
the
as the
forehead.
cloak kind of disintegrates in these sort of beautiful particles, you see a Krogan emerge with just like this modified shotgun, just right at it.
You line up this sawed-up shotgun. Yeah, your tactical cloak allowed you to get right up into this Clixon's kind of like this weird kind of triangular rhombusy kind of nasty face. And yeah, you were able to just put it right between the eyes, and you blow this shotgun, and almost as your tactical cloak fades, you are doused in a new cloak of nasty like black dark red Clixon blood as it just like
Ew.
splatters all over your face and armor. As you just look through and you've created a hole through the middle of this thing's head, and you can see the other side of the room through that hole as this Clixon kind of is still standing for a second, and you just see its body slump off to the right and just die. The other one is very mad.
Dang. And I just kind of go like back into the shadows as I kind of just try to duck
just
behind a
step
character.
You just step backwards into
Where are the shadows?
I don't know. It's just maybe a metaphor. I'm not really sure.
Okay. Well, since you do take a step back, but you are still the closest in vicinity, and now it is the remaining Clixon's turn. So this Clixon is full health and full of pissed. That was a good transition. Very mad, full of rage. That's what I should have said. Full of health and full of rage. This Clixon is gonna just take down its nasty mandibles on you.
No.
All
Let's
right.
see. All right. What is your defense?
It looks like it's a 12.
All right. They rolled a 15, so that is a hit. So let me go to my handy dandy little bookie here. Fantastic. So they are going to roll some damage. As you see this you see these two big kind of like these red sharpened claws as one, this Clixon kind of leans on one and takes up the other one and just slams it down kind of right here into your clavicle, like right between your the fleshy neck part of your armor. It hits your shield, right? Yeah.
Yep,
Let's see
shields.
for how much damage? Let's find out. All right, for 11 points of damage.
Oh, so that's I'm down to 49 shields. Oh no! I got damage reduction, so 50 shields. All right.
Oh, all right.
And I load the shotgun again.
Fantastic. Yeah, and that Clixon, I think it's gonna pierce you, and then as soon as it realized it didn't do too much damage, it kind of like, it almost like retreats for, like 2 steps back towards its nest and kind of prepares itself for another attack. Meat, it is your turn.
Oh, sweet. Well, they'll call me when they need me.
And I'm still in like the lobby, right?
Oh, you're in the lobby? Did you not even go into the hallway?
I'm still like, no. They'll call the medic when they need one.
I'm gonna assume my turn to search. I'm gonna search around in here, try and find something.
All right, roll me your search.
Cool. I'm specifically looking for any sort of like usable electronic pieces. I have an idea. Meat has an idea in his mind, so he's gonna see. All right, here we go. Oh shit! It feels so good. I got a nat 20.
Emily,
Can I tell you what I'm looking for then? And you can confirm whether or not that's there?
Sure. I literally just got a text that popped up on my computer, literally from Adam. As soon as you said nat 20, he said, "How's it going?" Not so good.
So good.
So good for you. Mm-hmm.
Meat
The turns
is
are
looking
tabled. What are you looking for?
for any sort of apparatus that is like a sensor. He's trying to build. So I'm just going to tell you what he's trying to find the pieces for. This whole like I'm using sign language thing is not gonna cut it anymore. So he's trying to find equipment to build Kritar, one of those suits from Congo. Amy, my name is Amy. Like he wants to find that to build so that he can still motion. He doesn't want to negate the fact that that's how he talks. But now it's just like verbalizing it out loud. Like there's nothing wrong with using sign language, but like in this combat situation, I can't just constantly. He needs to be. I have ears, so I'm looking for pieces to find that.
All right, I will say this because this actually plays into a fun thing I wanted you to find in this room. Anyways, as you kind of looking around, you go back to where this big metal base was for where this projection was, and you notice that there is a loose panel. So you're able to rip it open. And as you rip open this panel, you almost see this kind of, for once, there's actually a broken projection that starts to play. It's like, it's super staticky and it's super broken up and you're hearing every other word. But you hear, my Visidia tis head a thing ik at for. As you see this this kind of older looking Turian in this doctorate, kind of like this medical or like this scientific uniform with like a very, very nice coat, kind of spinning slowly as this projection kind of fizzes in and out. And yeah, you're able to take the vocal recording tech and all that tech from that projection, and I will say if you want to repurpose it, so you found it, you got it.
I got it.
If you want to repurpose it, I'm going to say it's either going to be repair or electronics.
Ooh, I'm gonna do repair.
All right.
And ooh, not so good. That is 13.
With a 13, you were able to complete the device, but Kritar will have the voice of this female Turian.
I'm all right with it.
Oh
And
my gosh.
It's a British
brilliant.
voice.
Tight.
Brilliant. Well, my job here is done.
Tight.
Gotta wait till they call me before I go in.
And I just kind of like, is there a chair? Is there a Krogan
Yeah, there's
size
like
chair?
there's like some like there's like a chair that's turned over, but there actually is like a chair that's kind of has like some dust on it that is actually still standing.
Dust
sitting
it
up.
off, sit in it, prop my feet up on the counter, waiting for them to call medic.
Perfect. Speaking of Kritar, it's now your turn, Kritar.
I take my battle hammer, and I know I had to just finish this job, and he just goes and smashes what Starlock had been working on. You know what I mean?
What? Oh.
No,
yeah,
not
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Not
No,
me.
what I've
Yeah.
what I've been
Starlock
working
was
on,
like
which is
battling.
killing the guy.
Yeah. Here we go.
So you want to go smack the other one, yeah.
Oh, that's not one.
Oh, how the turns have tabled! How the turns have tabled. Aha, I feel the power now.
This is a roller coaster.
Deku dice. His arm blew up. That's why he was like, "Oh no!" It's before he got shoot style. So.
Kridtar, as you
that's just for me.
Kridtar, as you run up, you trip and fall, and you go face first into the bloody remains of the first defeated Clixon. As you're just kind of blinded momentarily, you have all this nasty goo and like remains in your face, and because this Clixon, the other one it's gonna use an attack of opportunity on you since you just like ate it.
Oh.
So let me roll here. What's your defense?
13.
Ooh, all right, just got you there. Let's see. So you take 18 points of damage.
Okay, I still have
Need
good
that medic.
shields. 18, you said?
Yeah, 18. As this Clixon
44
almost
shields.
runs up and just like headbutts you. You feel like this nasty kind of crustacean like headbutt against your face that is completely like down the ground. As you feel it almost like push you against the ground. So now you're almost getting like not rug burn, but like metal burn as you're kind of dragging against this floor. Suka, it is your turn.
Okay, so I saw the amazing feats that Sarlacc went through, him covered and doused in the blood of his enemies, and I'm like,
Suka super turned on.
and so I take out my gun, my submachine gun, try to,
Suka wanna show you tricks.
and I'm going to do my bullet rain.
Bullet rain. Okay, it starts to be bullet
Yeah.
rain. It sounds great.
Let's see. It's
Bullet rain.
Wisdom modifier +1, last 3 actions, cooldown 3 actions, increase character skill with submachine guns. So the piss power can be used a number of times per encounter equal to wisdom modifier. My wisdom modifier is, let's see, it is a 0. So
Well, it would make
So
sense.
so is it like an addition to damage
Somehow
or
this is on par.
So I guess I'm just gonna try to do this. Just
Activate
rain
it.
some bullets. Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you waiting for?
Alright.
Suka doing it. Wait,
roll me
Right now?
roll me your bad plus dex.
Like now, or
We're doing it now.
hang on. Have stage fright.
Okay. So what is it? 15. Okay. So it is just 15 then.
The 15
Yeah.
that sadly does not hit, just underneath.
Suka not the best at aiming. Suka have other tricks though up her sleeve.
Describe to me, what exactly happens with your submachine gun.
So I try to shoot, but it's kind of like it's kind of like all the shooting in Mandalorian. It just sort of goes everywhere and sprays all around the target, not quite hitting anything, just sort of a creating a halo of bullets directly around the target.
Also, Suka, as you kind of flail the submachine gun around, and it is a rain of bullets everywhere, literally everywhere. Your bullets actually.
As I look back at Sarlacc and see if he's watching.
Like you're just looking the whole time.
Wink.
Sarlacc kind of gives like a quizzical look.
Intimidation tactics. Good.
As actually a few of your bullets like hit the emergency. So this facility's been lit by almost like this emergency lighting,
no.
and it knocks out like it hits one of the emergency lights, and you just see here like all this glass and kind of plasma kind of comes down right in front of you. It doesn't hit you, but it just environmental effect, glass on ground.
There's like a slow motion effect as Suka's firing and looking back, and it's just spraying glass on me.
Oh my god!
And I just flail.
Crag, you're up. You
It's
feel build
the most
turret.
useless attack, but the coolest, the most badass
Yeah,
thing
it's
that we've
the most
seen
cinematic.
so far.
Yeah. Yes, this is true.
Okay. I have the sentry turret, I guess, set up now. And
Get it set up now.
it's still 2 of them left or 1?
There's just one. This
Okay.
one that has attacked both Kridtar and Sarlocc. So Kridtar's face down, on the ground, like this trail of blood kind of coming out of him.
Yeah.
And then Sarlocc is covered in blood, just like face.
Okay. Quick question. In our last live session, recorded like video session, who had the combat drone?
It was
that was the Quarian. Wasn't that Tanea?
That was Tanea, yeah. It was your Quarian.
I'm trying to, because this turret also possesses its own 2 actions. So do I get actions as well as it gets its own actions? Okay.
I don't remember the stats to that.
I think it gets its own actions.
Let me see if I can.
Yeah,
find
it says it has 2 actions of its own. So do I get my normal action?
I think, you get your action, and then you get 2 additional actions for commanding the turret. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think that's right.
So
I'm just going to give it to you.
Okay. So then Crag is just going to sort of it's going to use pull on the last one.
Oh my gosh.
Because
he's terrifying. Is
he's
Crag gonna? Crag's a sociopath.
Highly unstable.
Well, whose fault is that?
Oh my
No, listen here. He was doing too much.
He was working
his job.
Horrible job.
I just imagine this conversation that we're having is what Crag hears in his head as he's
Yeah.
doing this.
Yeah.
He was doing his job. He was doing his job.
Yeah.
hears the voices.
But he's talking about it as if it was a different.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So actually, Craig is gonna be thinking,
That's just not my normal job.
yes, he's gonna pull the Clixon towards him, and there's no roll for this. The character must succeed on a ranged such attack to affect the target. I guess again with my BAB.
Yeah.
Charisma. How do we
Yeah.
do it?
Roll that to see if you do. 'Cause these are some big boys. Clixon are some big nasty things.
This is 17 plus 4.
Nice.
No, that's my. I'm sorry. Hold on. 17 plus 1, so 18.
With an 18, you are able to pull this Clixon, but it's like it's huge. Like you have baby biotics. You correct me if I'm wrong. You have baby biotics, right? You're like freshly.
Yeah, the implants were just recently installed because in game I don't think much time has passed since New Riverton. Maybe like 2 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
So they're freshly installed. But
Freshly installed. Perfect. So at first you're kind of like getting the hang of it with this pull, because this is the largest thing you've ever pulled. So you feel like your biotics go out, and it almost like grips it, but the Clixon starts to resist because it's huge, and you feel like you're losing. Oh, I'm losing it. But then, what does Crag think of that allows that that biotics to just really come through, solidify, and he's able to grab that Clixon fully over?
As he's doing this, it's sort of he just jumps back in time or in his thoughts to at the time where he witnessed the Justicar Jazeera push him away, and it angers him even further to where he's like,
Never again.
and he pulls the
Pull that,
Clixon.
almost like Hulk smash, Hulk pull. You're able to pull that Clixon right towards where you want it to be.
Yeah, so as the Clixon is coming towards him now, he uses this the turret to actually fire at it.
Great. Does the turret have to roll, or no? You just have
Yes,
to.
it actually does. I think
Okay.
it has to roll like it's. I don't know if it takes my BAB to roll.
I'm gonna say it's your turret, your BAB.
Yeah. Let's take off. Yes. Okay. And there's no. Yeah.
Your turret, you are
So
bad.
that's a 9 plus 2 for the first shot. And then the second shot is 13 plus 2, so 15.
Shoot. Something, yeah, almost like your bullets, your sentry turret, like, you just see the bullets firing off the kind of the hard shell of this remaining Clixon. As it's very close to you, and you just see, yeah, it looks like it's kind of almost put its arms in front of itself, almost anticipating your attack. So the bullets of where you would be kind of hitting its like little fleshy kind of underbelly, it's now just ricocheting and just kind of hitting this huge hard shell kind of pincers.
Not enough.
Is there anything else you want to do, or you?
What else can I do?
I think you can just move.
Oh, so I'll just sort of move back. How far is the door entrance to? So
you were pretty close to the door because you just stayed there, right?
yeah.
So I'll say, yeah, you take you're about 5 feet away from the door, so you could back up and go into that hallway if you wanted to, and just leave your turret there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna move far to where if I move far enough, I think 100 feet, then the turret would explode. I was gonna move far enough back. Yeah, I'll move far back to where. Yeah, they don't work anymore once you're out of range.
But I feel like explode is very, very extreme.
Well, it says destroyed. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Instead of like shut down.
Yeah. I just want to move back to where Meat would see me moving back as he's trying to just grip with this large.
Gotcha. Yeah. You kind of move back, and so now you're right behind where the door was open in the hallway. So you're pretty close to in vicinity to your turret, but you're definitely in the hallway now, and like Meat can see. Yeah, you're kind of like in the middle of this hallway, and you turn around, and yeah, Meat's like you can kind of see like Meat's feet from where he's sitting in a chair in this lobby area.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's it going out there?
Mr. Krogan, we would need your assistance here. Please.
He just nods his head. Like
see.
rocking in his chair.
All right.
It's your turn.
Oh, is it my turn?
What a weird
so
interaction.
Oh, okay, good.
What a weird interaction, man.
It's like a thumbs up. It's going great.
Oh
Man,
my God.
Meat lives life at his own pace, and you got to really respect that. I'm gonna jump in with a shotgun, and I guess just kind of pivot because I've got this sort of blood on my face. So I turn around with this just kind of, smile.
All right.
And then I kind of swivel my shotgun that I've reloaded, and just aim it at this Clixon, which I guess now has moved away from me a little bit. But
Yeah, it's kind of like to where you're standing. It's kind of like kind of to your right and a little further behind you. So you kind of have to like turn.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to use like my move to get up as close as I can to this thing.
All right.
And just.
All right.
And then kind of just fire a shotgun. Can I do?
Shot.
What's the deal with like multiple shots? Can I like use multiple shots with? Oh yeah, with recoil, huh? I can do that, right?
I think so. Yeah.
All right, sweet. I'm definitely gonna do that. My shotgun has. Wow, it's got. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just do 2 shots. So the second one would be like a -4. So it's kind of like. Type thing.
That.
Nice.
All right, let me just roll here. Shot number 1, 19 plus
Nice.
7, 26. That's
Dang.
pretty good.
Do you crit on a 19 with the shotgun?
I do, and that's gonna be. Oh my God, you're right. That makes my damage. Oh, okay. All right. Well, let me do the next one. Thanks, Bert.
Look,
that
I
one
helped
does.
you
That
in
one.
the
There's a
back.
curse with having the GM who know the book so well
Yes.
play the game.
Good question, Bert.
Is
Thanks.
it times
I'm
2 or
glad
times
you
3
asked.
for
Super
shotgun?
cool shot.
So does that mean the critical has like a times? And
Yeah,
I
times-
assume
is it
that
times
means
2 or 3?
multiplies my damage times 3.
Oh my God.
Oh, 3. Wow. Well done.
So,
You're hoping to
Emily,
the
sorry,
same
should I
kingdom.
roll or? Because I'm ready to do something.
I mean, roll the first shot.
Oh yeah, the second shot didn't hit. It was only a 9.
Gotcha.
So I guess the first one though. Maybe that's all you need.
That's all it sounds like you need.
We're gonna find out.
Ah, okay. So it's only a 6. So times 3, that is 18. So there you go.
Jeez. Where are you aiming specifically on this Clixon?
What's the closest I'm very direct. So just whatever the closest spot on its body is.
I'll say
I'm trying
yeah,
to get up
from-
really close and just press my shotgun right to it.
Yep, you pivoted. So yeah, Sarlacc, you pivoted. You ran over to this thing. It's kind of it was very much almost like in profile to you. So you kind of see from a side. You see
Just
this,
on
this,
the flank
this
of theirs.
format. Oh,
Can I do the visual in my head? I'm picturing that scene from Revenge of the Sith when that one clone trooper just runs to that spider bot, jumps on it. It's just that's what I imagine in my head.
That's perfect. That's better than
run up,
anything.
you run
Yeah.
up to the side of this thing.
That's
You
gotta be
jump
it.
and you slam your shotgun into its shoulder, into where its kind of mandible claw thing connects to its body, and you get it. You know what? With a 19, you get it right under that crustacean-y shell, and you fire right into its gushy parts. That's
seafood
scientific.
tonight.
And you just blow your bullet into and it pierces through, and once again it goes out almost on a diagonal. It goes out through the other side of this thing as you hear your bullet just into the ground, the metal ground right beside it.
And Kridtar
As you, pierce through
covering
the
his
torso
eyes.
of it. And once again, more blood is just coats you as you
Suka is burning up.
as you just get more coated in Clixon blood. And now this Clixon, you see, you've hit several of its internal kind of organs. As you see it now, almost it's still standing, but it's kind of stumbling back and forth and is very disoriented.
Well, I'm gonna slink back, but I'm actually gonna notice Kridtar and kind of turn towards where Kridtar is, because now I'm actually kind of oh, he's down, and kind of start at the end of my turn start to be oh, I'm noticing him. I'm gonna see what's up.
Gotcha. Do you move towards him or you just slink away?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of both slink towards him.
Perfect.
Yeah. And I'm covered in a lot more blood now, right?
You are.
Okay,
You're
good.
covered in even more blood, so it's blood
Okay.
on blood.
Cool.
All right. So next is that Clixon's turn, and it is right next to that turret. Hey, Naeem, what is the HP of that turret?
It
Or how much damage can that turret take?
has 35 shields.
35 shields. All right. What's its defense?
10.
Okay. Well,
Really? Wow. Man, I know how this feels. This sucks. This is the worst.
This is retribution.
I'm okay with it. I'm just kidding.
all right,
Just kidding.
Crag. As this Clixon comes down on this turret, it is disoriented from having been shot across. It's suffering massive internal bleeding, and it's causing it to become lightheaded and woozy. So it tries to headbutt the turret. Instead, it opens its mouth and puts its mouth right on where the turret is. And because it's a nat 1, I'm going to give your turret an attack of opportunity. And
Whoa!
so you can roll your turret. Because
Wow,
this thing
not very
is
smart.
dumb.
I guess these things are kind of
mean-
dumb.
They can't hear and they eat turrets.
This is the one that Sarlacc hit, right? So it's probably
Yeah.
got some brain damage.
Probably.
Hmm.
It's 18.
No. Okay.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
I was gonna say, come on now.
An 18 hits, roll your
Yeah.
damage.
1d8 plus 1. It's just 3.
But is it a semi-automatic? What's the turret weapon?
Oh, it shoots twice. Technically, yeah, it has 2 shots.
What
Hold on.
page is the turret info on?
Oh, I don't have the. I just copied it from mine.
Don't worry about it.
Let's say, roll another dice.
Okay. It's only a 9 plus 2. So 11.
11? Alright. Your turret goes off in this Clixon's body as you hear these muffled shots inside of this creature as it barely, this thing is on its literal last legs as it's trying to remove its mouth from in front of the turret now, and that's going to be how it's occupied for the next turn. Suka, I'm so sorry. I messed up the order earlier. It's now your turn. Oh, it's your turn, Suko.
Oh, okay.
I messed up earlier.
No worries. So Suka sees Sarlacc now covered in blood and more blood. She turns to Sarlacc.
I said I had more tricks. Watch this.
I start to activate my biotic charge. And I'm just gonna go for whatever one is close to me and just ram into it with all my body power.
Perfect. Roll that biotics.
Okay, wow. Let's see. It's +2. That is a 14.
It barely does not hit, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But you see Sarlacc and
You just
first
slam into this thing.
First
So,
the bullet rain and then
Suka
the biotics.
Goes to run. She's looking back at Sarlacc, making sure Sarlacc's watching. She goes to do a freaking huddle.
3-point stand?
NFL.
Yeah.
Sets it up.
Charge, Krogan, charge!
And she goes to run, and she trips on a rock.
You biotic fall into this thing's tail, and so you almost twist it. So you you definitely pivot it, and this thing
Yeah, part of my arm hits it, but most of my body weight is on the ground.
Ow!
You see Sarlacc and he's his eyes go out. He's legitimately impressed. But first the bullet rain and this, but just from a tactical perspective.
I've never seen such unusual tactics before. Very interesting.
So was that your attack, Suka, or is there anything else you want to do?
Yeah, that was my attack.
Do you just want to stay there, or what do you want to do?
I mean, obviously I want to get up, I want to try to brush myself off. Make sure that Sarlacc saw what I did. Give him a little half smile.
Can't really tell his reaction through all the blood. But he's thinking
These tactics are impressive. I could learn something from this.
All right, Meat, your turn.
Yeah, my turn. So, I see Crag, staring at me, asking me to help. I'm hearing, the gunfire in there and all that.
All right.
Just very casually, get up out of the chair, brush off the dust, grab that device that I've made, let out a very long. I wait a couple beats just to see if maybe that has bought the end of the combat. And
I will say, yeah, as you wait these few beats, that is exactly when Suka falls and you just see her go into the tail of the Clixon and get up and brush herself off.
All right.
I'm gonna walk in. His Meat walks in then, and he's a big Krogan, but he just pulls out he's a satchel and stuff, with all his supplies and things. But on the side, he's got one weapon, and just pulls out this small, dinky submachine gun, and he's just gonna be almost I'm not bothered. I'm not to be bothered with this, but he's gonna fire one burst of the submachine gun at the one remaining thing that's kind of alive.
Yeah. All right, roll. Let's see if it hit.
Here we go.
Do it. Oh, do it hit.
He is using the... Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking up. It is burst fire. 1 second. Oh, I can roll to see if I hit it. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
All right. And sorry. Yeah. Here we go.
I mean, you can just straight up roll damage. Like, it's got 1 hit point left. I'm assuming.
Oh, if it's got 1 hit point left.
Yeah, it's got
Sorry,
1
sorry.
hit point left.
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
assuming
I was like trying to look up.
it.
Trying to look up how much damage it does, all these things. Yeah, all right. So then
It had 1 hit point
just
left.
kind of haphazardly like
That's so funny.
Yeah,
there's 1 shot at it.
In that moment, you hear it go, as it just like exhales and dies. And like it still has its
There it
mouth
is,
though on
1d5.
that turret, so like you're gonna have to yank that turret out of that thing's mouth. But it's like it just slumps down and just dies.
Oh, it's 1d. Got it. I would have done 3 damage to it. All right, whatever. Okay.
There.
I look over at Crag.
Are you happy?
He's just been staring at. He's just been staring at the dead body because he's, in his mind, failed to kill it, and he's automatically feeling that his biotics is not up to par to his standards. So he's just endlessly just staring at the corpse in sort of a trance.
Great.
I get up.
Stay with us as I'm like snapping my fingers. I see Kritkar, who's.
Are you all right?
He signs that he's I'm fine. Just lost my balance there. Seems to be a lot of that going around. He signs all that. He knows that
this is taking
he has
too
a hard
long.
time. So then he just gives a thumbs up.
Yeah, great. Do you mind? Look, this is going to be better for all of us. I'm just saying.
And I go up to his armor, and I would like to install the device on Kritar's armor.
Kritar, do you allow this?
And he sighs and says, "Fine."
All right.
So roll me your electronics. Or actually, would it be electronics or hacking? I'll give you electronics or hacking.
Let's do electronics.
For the purpose of this mission,
That
just to get it done. Let's just deal with
26. 26.
You are successful in installing
Wow.
this modulator and onto this communications modulator onto Kritar's armor.
So it's like a vest. So anytime you sign, it just speaks out that in good gorilla, that idea. So
Now,
So
if we are
anytime you
done
sign, it
messing
will-
around,
It
can
will
we
be-
please get back to the mission?
Oh. Yeah, that's fine for now, I guess.
and I walk.
Suka thought she was the only she.
This is just the only voice that was here. We must move forward. Now that you must realize that there are 2. I've picked up readings that there are 2 more. If we were to go right outside this door, or go.
Excuse me. I gotta pull up this map real quick because you did. tell
Yeah.
me.
So if you go to your right, you see there's like a small kind of door to another hall, similar to the hallway doors that you had just come through.
We're
to
in
your
3.
right. Yeah, you're room 3.
Okay. Cool.
So to your right is 5, which is like another small hallway of door. Like you see like kind of a similar hallway door. But to your left, you kind of see these bigger doors, which you assume is what is leading closer to the reactor.
now if we all paid attention to my Omni tool, you'll realize that if we go through this corridor,
Pointing to 5.
there are probably 2 more clicks in waiting for us. But if we look at the radiator area, we will see that the heat signatures are all over the place. There could be a hive or something worse in there.
Suka gets really close to Kritar.
Don't touch Sarlacc. Sarlacc mine.
Meanwhile, you can see Sarlacc, who was really impressed with Meat's recent entry, like killing, like kind of looking at Meat and being like,
Wow. He's really, really cool.
And Mute just sighs.
And Meat's looking at everyone.
God damn it, I'm gonna die in this hole.
and Kritar sighs, and then the voice modulator goes,
Hello?
You hear this kind of staticky voice comm coming in.
How's it going in there? Is everyone still alive?
Despite their best efforts, yes.
It seems that you have a Clixon infestation.
I see. So, yep, those are those environmental things I was talking about. It makes sense that they would overrun the facility. Do be careful. But if that's all you're dealing with, well then it sounds like you're gonna be in and out of there in no time.
Agreed.
Have you reached the reactor room yet?
We are making our way there now. Do we want to go to the reactor room, or should we go clean out the ice spot before?
Oh, I think the Turian's right. Let's head to the reactor room.
Meat would like to do a bio thought process on if Kritar is saying that there's a large source.
Sarlacc's so funny. Sarlacc make joke.
In
Sarlacc.
"Oh my god!
Oh my god! All right. If Kritar says that there's a giant source in there, and we have these creatures, can I do a biology check to see if they're drawn to like nesting in power? I don't want to walk into a room where it's like, is that actually the reactors, or is that giant heat source a bunch of these creatures all in some sort of bug orgy?
Oh gosh, yeah, I'll say do knowledge
Sarlacc laughs at
biology. Do give me a knowledge biology roll.
Okay.
I don't need to think about that.
I know how to do math. 28.
28. You, from your kind of records and you're kind of like, all right, Clixon. Not necessarily, like, yeah, their nests don't need heat to survive. It seems that they have nested in this facility due to, like, safety and it being, like, covered and them being, like, the only predators around. So, like, it is, from an animalistic standpoint, it is, like, a safe choice. But, the 28, yeah, them nesting in specifically, like, having a huge nest of them in a reactor doesn't make a lot of sense.
All right.
With your
cool.
medical gut. Your medical gut is just telling you that.
I recommend that the person who has probably the least to lose goes into the medical reactor first.
And I look at Kritar because he has no, and he doesn't have to worry about radiation.
We are a team, and we will do this together.
Yes.
Now you better get your shit together, Meat, before I have to do it for you. Crag goes first.
So, are y'all are also sitting in room? You're also sitting in room
Suka
3.
agrees,
You
Crag
haven't
go
even
first
gotten into 15, which
with
is
the baby
near
voice.
where the doors are.
Crag has just been staring at the body this whole time in trance. He
Jeez.
hasn't heard anything.
And I go up to him and do like a very basic medical like examination, Krogan. So it's like I do like I have to shine the light on like either side, but just to see if he's with us.
Hey, Crag, do you know your name? Do you know where you are?
Nakmor Crag. Are you with us? I hate this voice. Once we get out of this damn power plant, this is done.
My back is turned to you, because I'm focusing on him, but because I can hear that, it's like,
Yeah, but see, I can hear that without having to look at you.
He takes a deep breath.
what does that breath sound like?
You hear him go, and then you hear the voice go,
Crag is he is pretty much under his breath saying,
More power, more power, more biotics, power.
Oh, he's afraid of the dark. Let me just turn on the lights. And I go, he wants some power in here.
We'll try to turn the lights on, see what happens.
Yeah, you turn the lights on and it just it fizzles
Okay.
for a sec. Yeah, the emergency lights are on, so you try to hit you hit a switch. Craig, I need
Yeah.
you to do another willpower save for me.
okay. That is a 11.
With an 11, everything feels all right. But you almost start to have this phantom pain in your hand. Like it wasn't supposed to be there or something. All of a sudden you feel this sharp pain that goes throughout your hand, just stays in your hand. And then it kind of quickly goes away. It could just be a little bit of a grip issue from installing your turret. Or it could be your biotics manifesting in your hand, but it's a strange pain that you can't pinpoint what it is.
You see Crag just look down at his hand and starts whispering,
Is this a curse? Or is this a sign that the more biotics is needed? I will take this as a sign and kill what else is in front of me. You, Krogan, meat.
we all
There's
look.
like 5 of them.
Like we all just look at each other when he says Krogan. Like
It's that Spider-Man meme where everyone's pointing at each other.
Where are we going now?
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm looking at everyone else besides Greg.
Yeah, I think we're going into this room. Everyone said you're the bravest and strongest. You should probably go first.
Of course I am. Don't you know what my name is? Crag. Well, I never got anything else besides Crag. What should I call myself? Crag the Magnificent, Crag the Unstoppable, Crag the
Better get
Untouchable,
moving.
Crag. Get moving. Ah, okay.
and he just starts walking to, I guess we're going to a generator, or?
We're going to 15.
Yeah, on your map, you start to, you make your way to 15. Those bigger doors slowly open, and you see this very eerie hallway that is lined with these lockers that appear to be the lockers of the employees for the facility. This seemed to be kind of a prep area before going into the reactor. So especially for aliens and individuals that worked on this facility that maybe didn't have such high radiation resistance. So you see a lot of human-shaped radiation suits. And Crag, as you walk by, you see 3 lockers kind of open. Just kind of all these other ones are kind of either the doors are off or they're kind of welded shut, and they're just keys are missing, so of course you can't open them, but 3 of them, it goes 2, a closed one, then 1 is just kind of open, eerily.
Crag is just gonna immediately assume that's his biotics going rampant, that opened the lockers. So he's gonna just smile gleefully.
Ah, it's back in order.
Can he look into one of these lockers? I guess they're small lockers,
Yeah, they're
how can I
standard kind
describe-
of thin wall, ceiling to floor lockers.
Yeah, he's just gonna look.
You look inside of one, and you see this decaying human radiation suit, this just kind of hanging in there, the top, the face is the helmet of the suit. I guess, yeah, the top half of the suit is kind of, the facial covering is missing. And you see, like, a note in there.
He's going to go reach for the note, but before he does it, he's going to sort of put like a biotic shield around his himself to shield him from any like types of possible radiation, because you said it was a radiation suit. So yeah, he'll go for the note.
I say, yeah, you do that. You go for the note, and you're completely fine and you're protected. Yeah, you pull out the note, and it's like it's a family picture. It looks very much like a stock photo of like a man and a woman and 2 children in front of the Citadel holding balloons and a teddy bear, and there's even like a dog in the corner like being held by the woman, and on the back it says, "We love you, Dad."
Krag is going to immediately say garbage and rip it up and go towards what else is in the locker.
There is nothing else.
Nothing. I am finding nothing in here. There's 2 more lockers, and I can look in them if you want.
That would be great.
You get a sense from these lockers that, just kind of like the first one, there's not going to be a lot of good stuff in here.
It's just a bunch of trash.
I want to. We have what I want to call. I want to call.
Core.
Was it? Yeah, Core.
Core, yeah.
Core, listen.
Hello.
It's me. Meat.
Hello.
You know, just here in the facility, we fought some creatures. I just want to confirm. You want us to just clear this whole thing out, so presumably you don't want us to go into the reactor to clear it out, because that would just be, you know, a high risk. Very little reward. You're only paying us 2,500 credits.
Well, the reactor hasn't really been functioning. So, whatever you're seeing in there, if you get any kind of heat signatures or anything, that's what we're most curious about.
All right.
Also,
Thanks.
make sure that the doors to that facility, you're going to... From our intel, we heard that there's a certain locking mechanism on the doors into the reactor. That's why it's not been so easy for us to just pop in there, pop out. Good.
Or I thought you said we were the first team you've sent in here.
You hear silence.
Yes? Yup.
Can I roll a sense motive?
Sure. Do it.
The first Krogan team, maybe.
All right. Sense motive is wisdom. Not good. Okay, here we go. I got an 8.
Oh no.
Yep. You hear, yeah, his yup, like, you hear Core say back,
That's just what we gathered from the intel.
All right. Well, I guess we gotta get.
Why would I pay another group so much money? My boss is not made of credits.
Well, you answered the question. I'm gonna move on. So just, I guess, be on call or whatever.
I can do that.
Did you hang up? Or are you still
I
there?
didn't know if you were gonna. I'm going now.
and you hear a click.
Yeah.
Is something wrong, Meat? Did you sense something off?
Oh, now more so than any other point on this mission? No, it's all about the same.
Very good.
Nope, not what I'm saying.
While he's by the way, while Kritar is talking, he is still signing this whole time.
Yeah,
that's how
what
he
your
activates
device does.
it.
Exactly.
That's how he.
Oh,
that's
rad,
how he
rad,
speaks
rad.
it. Yeah.
Oh, that's
what
cool.
I'm saying. He doesn't want to negate the fact that that's how you communicate. I just can't hear you doing that. So you literally have to do the motions to have it speak.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
It's actually very impressive, meat. It's actually a very impressive piece of technology that you nat 20'd.
Yes. Good thing they had that voice recorder in the lobby.
Well, everyone, I don't know. At this point with this information, I think I trust. Now that I can communicate better by just not having to Kritar. Look, we got that guy over there looking through lockers. We gotta get to a button or door that opens up the reactor. So I'm assuming.
And I point towards like the other way.
Well, let's make haste. Let's go.
Are you volunteering to go first?
I will volunteer to go first.
He's like angrily signing. He's getting frustrated.
All right.
At this point, okay, when I see him go off at this point, do I see Sarlacc anywhere?
Oh yes. Well,
Yes, Sarlacc and Suka.
Yeah.
So I could hear you say door probably, and that's when my ears perked up.
Oh, so we got a door. And he's hacking, huh? Kritar, can you lead the way? And let's get to this door to the reactor.
I follow Sarlacc.
As I let him lead, and then I stare at his butt.
Sarlacc's oblivious.
Hey, Sarlacc, while I have a moment, perhaps for the sake of all of Krogan, of our species, maybe you should pick up on Suka's messaging, and maybe when we survive and get out of this mission, you continue to expand the Krogan race.
I'm not Kritar, I'm not sure what you're saying, but it seems like Suka is a brilliant tactician, first with the intimidating rain of bullets, and then with the slide kick into the Clixon. So yes, I'm very much picking up on her tactical prowess, and I hope to learn some for myself.
And I kind of pat him on the back.
Now, let's get this door open.
And then
Here we go.
Wait, so are y'all headed back to room 3, or you're headed towards the reactor?
I think we're going to. I thought we were going to 16, or are we going back?
I'm trying to push you guys towards 5 and 6 because I think that the button to open the door is that way. But if all of you walk to 15,
I'll say this, Sarlacc, you
then
hear
I'm
door.
gonna sigh and walk
Sarlacc,
the opposite way.
Sarlacc, you hear door. You move towards door, but as you
Went
approach
the
the
wrong
door,
way.
you see that there's very clearly like 2 switches kind of on either side of the door. There are these boxes. There are these clear panels that have big red buttons on it and keys. Each box, one on the left, one on the right, has a key, and there's like a plastic kind of ceiling on top of it. So from what you can infer, is that both keys need to be turned by 2 separate people, and the buttons need to be hit at the same time in order for this huge reactor door to open. And I will say, because Sarlacc, you love doors so much, I'm going to give you a plus in doors. You notice that on the left console has the key in it already. The right does not.
Ah.
5 it is.
Agreed. The key must be elsewhere, but it can't be too far. Did you say 5? I know where that is based on our map. Let's head that way.
Very well. Be on alert, everybody. I detected 2 other life forms. There are probably other Clixon just beyond those doors, probably, or further deeper. But that we expect to kill something very soon.
And I get my battle hammer ready, and I go forward.
And I follow.
I'm going first, by the way.
Wonderful. So
then Sarlacc, then
What's
Suka.
that? So then wait, do I see them coming back finally towards
yeah,
where
you
I
see
was?
them. Yeah, and they
Yeah, we
pass
went the
you.
wrong
They
way.
suddenly pass you.
I'm just sitting there, arms folded
just, like,
as I
trucking
push the
along.
button to open the door to like.
Didn't even
It's
realize
like
the fact that
herding
you had went
cats.
the other way.
So the 5 of you, yeah, you push your way through this hallway corridor leading into the right-hand side of the facility.
Yeah.
And once you reach the end of that hallway, the door opens and you kind of see this interesting room. To the left of you is what appears to be like a break area. You see that there's a table and some chairs, and like against the wall is kind of a counter with some of the cabinet doors kind of falling off. And you see that there's like a coffee machine that's like very dilapidated and kind of blinking. And you notice, weirdly enough, that there is this beautiful kind of red bowl that you can only assume held fruit in it that's just kind of covered in dust sitting in the middle of that table. And then so that was to your left. And you look to the right, you kind of see almost like a room that has like a bunch of like 6 different computer stations, 3 on one side, 3 on the other. That seems to be like kind of like a minor control station or a communications area that allowed for, the facility to kind of communicate with other spacecraft and whatnot and send messages to home.
I start digging through everything.
You just want to dig through everything?
Yes.
All right, roll me a spot or a search. I'll say spot or search.
Pretty good. That is a 19 plus. So that is plus 6, so 24. 5. Yo, what's math? 25.
With a 25, is there a specific thing you're looking for, or what?
I'm looking for a red key that I can use.
You look around here. Oh my gosh, Kridtar, you do not find a key, but instead you do find one of the terminals is still like kind of flickering on and off. And you just see it say, you see like an email sent from the director of the facility. Like that's the last thing that was open on here. And kind of like at the bottom of the email, you say, if you need to speak to me personally about this issue, you can come to my office. I'll gladly talk to you there. Dr. Visidia Abatis.
What's the email say?
You can tell that it is a response. So it's a response from this doctor who, like, clearly the email that they're responding to was someone who was expressing concern and worry about the state of the facility, and just kind of, it seems like that there were kind of secret things going on behind the scenes.
Yes.
And you see in the email, like, your claims of us working with another company are outrageous. If you have any issues, you can come talk to me personally. I'm happy to discuss them.
I don't like this. We must keep going. The key might be in whoever this doctor's office.
How do I hear that, though?
Just like that.
Okay.
Did I lose it? Am I not speaking enough? We must keep going. The key
Let's get to this doctor's
must be
office.
in the doctor's office. We must proceed.
And I'm gonna keep going forward into 8.
Yeah.
Perfect. You go into 8. These doors are weirdly enough are the most kind of functional in the whole facility. They just open and you step inside, and they close behind you.
So I just saw him disappear.
Yeah, I mean, these kind of have like, they have glass panels on them. It's very much like an airlock situation. So it's just kind of this quick like ready room.
So, but I've officially seen him go in. I'm gonna look for snacks in room 6. There's a break room.
Give me a search or a spot. Roll for snacks.
Search.
Some could have survived.
That's true. And Krogan food's pretty. You can get eaten. Yeah, you can eat.
Yep.
This kind of.
And then search uses intelligence. Yeah, it does. Yeah. I know how to count. That is 16.
With a 16, yeah, you're kind of opening drawers and whatnot. You find a box, or you find like 2 of these plastic wrapped, weird looking yellow cylinders that feel like they still feel pretty squishy. They don't feel like they've deteriorated or gone stale or anything. Yeah. These spongy
Pull it
yellow
out.
cylinders. What do you do?
Well, it's no Schuffer snacks, but it'll have to do.
I'll eat
Me, you proceed to eat a Twinkie, and
Yeah,
you just pop a human Twinkie into your mouth.
I'm just eating it as I'm watching what happens to Grintar.
Is no one
I'm
else
actually-
follow? Is
I'm
anyone
actually
following
going to
me?
follow Kridtar as well, as stealthily as I can, and just keeping quiet and moving through the shadows.
Well, I would like to do a spot check to listen to see if I can hear or see those things the heat signatures I found earlier.
All right, roll me a spot.
Spot. That's not good. That's an 8.
8. You can assume, yeah, for some reason your rating is, you're all of a sudden your scan's having a little bit of a tough time. It's because you're in this kind of heavy airlock, kind of like this facility's lock space, so that you're surrounded by these heavy super metal doors that were kind of meant to block off either a fire from one end or the other. So it's almost like those doors are messing with your scan. And you can assume that you're going in a direction towards what those heat signatures were.
I come up alongside him.
Kridtar, what do you see?
You just step into this tiny airlock, so now the two of you are like together in this airlock.
You know when you're in a small room and the echo is like really close to you, so you just kind of hear this echoed voice.
It's
Kridtar.
kind of calming because it's like all sound is gone except for the voice. You know,
Right.
there's no like quiet noise.
It's just that's it. Yeah, exactly.
Sarlacc
right.
and Kridtar.
What were you going to say, Sarlacc?
Oh yes. What do you see? Are you picking anything up?
I'm afraid I am not seeing anything.
Fair
Perhaps
enough. Let's
you
get the hell in there.
Oh my gosh.
Very well.
And I get my hammer ready.
Let's go.
Meanwhile, Suka and Crag, is there anything that you two are doing in this room?
I thought I was
Suka
still...
follow whatever Sarlacc do. Suka try to
So-
stealth.
Is Suka
Would you
also
like to
in the
stealth?
room now
Roll
with
me.
us?
You know what? Roll me.
A third person popping up in the room.
I'll say
I'm just like
Moose,
halfway
roll me.
through my second Twinkie being like, what?
Suka,
Is this-
roll me move silently and see if you can sneak into that room with them. Okay. I love it. We're gonna do this.
Oh boy. Okay, I obviously don't have any points in that. Okay, but I got an 11. So I'm like half crouching, but I'm like clearly like most of my body weight is like very top heavy. So I'm, trying to be quiet, but sort of just making the movements of trying to be quiet by like hunching my
Meat
back.
and Crag definitely
But
see
you clearly
doing
hear
this.
me.
Meat and Crag definitely hear you and see you as you're moving. This airlock though is kind of soundproof, so like you're pretty much stealthing up your way until suddenly as Sarlacc and Kridtar are readying themselves, turning on their hammers, readying their weapons to go into the next room. Suddenly the door opens right next to them and you're just like crouched down staring up.
Oh shit. Oh, wow.
Sarlacc
that's
and
stealth.
Press. Thank you.
What did you hear?
These fucking Krogans.
Before our trio moves into the next room, Crag, is there anything you want to try and do? Or are you going to join them?
What room I'm in right now?
I mean, you haven't. If you want to decide, you can either go into like the kitchen area, or kind of the rec kitchen area, which is where meat is, which is 6, or you can move into 7, where the different monitors were, and then Kridtar, Sarlacc, and Suka are all standing in 8 right now.
So there's monitors, and did you say anything specific what was going on with the monitors?
Just one was on that Kridtar noticed, and it had like an email up on it, like an email log.
And were the other monitors like off or just
You see that, yeah, for like, there's 6 monitors in total. One's on, 3 of them are off, and then 2 of them appear to be like manually broken. Like a screen has been punched in, or like the ceiling has fallen down on another.
Okay. So I'm gonna go into, you said 7, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into 7, and because Crag has a background in technical, he's good with repairing stuff. He's gonna try to repair one of those screens to try to pull up some more information.
Awesome. Roll me a repair, please.
It's 11 plus 8.
It's a 19.
Yes.
I see. Yep, you are very successful in repairing one of the computers.
Okay.
So you do select one that just was like one that's like maybe not broken, but just didn't have the power on.
Right.
Perfect. So you repair it. Yep, you were able to. How do you repair it? I should say.
It's like at this point, it's more of like a Jekyll and Hyde situation with this guy.
Gosh, this is getting more terrifying by the minute. I think we found our big bad.
Oh my god.
Cannot wait to have this guy back.
See, guys, I was trying to get rid of him.
You knew.
You
You have to destroy the monster before it becomes the monster. Exactly.
Because as you notice, his voice has been changing so far throughout, but it's as if the enhancements, the biotic enhancements, sort of died down a bit within his mind. So he's sort of like as he was before.
Mm-hmm.
He became Crag, because Crag is more of like a moniker rather than his actual name. So he's
Lordy.
back to how he was for a bit, as he's just reminiscent on how he used to repair stuff in the facility with the broken blades. He sort of soothes him as he's doing it.
Yeah, Crag is able to get that computer up and running.
Okay. All right.
Is there anything I can find on this device?
Crag, you begin to inspect the device, and there's something odd about it. Your gut kind of starts to like weird out. It's almost like you pull up this computer. There's like for a computer in a facility, especially like what appears to be a communications room, there are no logs. There are no, I would say this, yeah, there's no programs. There's no messaging back and forth. There's no kind of essence of what used to be on this thing. But even more so than that, actually, I'm going to make you roll for me. Or just roll a dice.
Just regular, okay.
Yeah, just a regular dice.
That's a 2.
Yep, it just looks like somebody wiped this, but in a weird way. And weirdly enough, you find the same email that was on the other computer on this one.
And what was the email on the computer?
The email, you can see it was a response, so it clearly was like a disgruntled employee had emailed the lead, like kind of engineer and scientist of the facility, accusing them of working with like kind of like working with another company under the table, so maybe some nefarious things and just kind of concerns about the plant and the power coming from it. A bunch of accusations, and essentially that email said back like, you can come talk to me about it in my office and we'll settle it there.
And it's on both of these screens.
Yep, it's the same exact email, and you don't even see like the email that it's responding to, so it's almost like this one just is there.
Quick question. So, would Crag, based on his background of having worked as I don't know what his official occupation was, Bert, but I'm assuming he's just like a technical assistant throughout that 80 with the broken blades. Would he have...
He was IT Krogan.
Yeah, exactly. Would he have had history of knowing something like that being protocol to where he'd find that off, or...
I'd say yeah. The fact that there is no, like, this is clearly a reply email, but it's replied to nothing. That is the thing that pings for Crag. It's almost like it's a facade.
Is there any way I can sort of hack or decrypt further deeper into figuring out who's or where this was sent to?
So you can try. It's gonna be pretty hard, but yeah, you can try. Roll me either hacking or decryption.
Okay. Pretty good.
Decryption.
Oh, okay, so it's a 17 plus 8.
25?
So 25. As you're hacking, Crag, this kind of computer had this very much like kind of like this green monitor, kind of like this green technical facade, like it was kind of like in Fallout, like that kind of green backlit look. As you proceed to hack more, suddenly the screen starts to change, and you see this very vibrant screen pop up in front of you. That for an instant flashes with medical information, flashes off, and then you are shocked for, do you feel an electrical shock surge through your system for 12 points of damage.
Okay. So as he's getting shocked, it's just like the implants just immediately switch, and now he's back into the Crag persona, I guess.
It seems that something's off in this facility.
Me just yells out,
Let go. Stop touching it.
He lets go.
Wonderful. We cut to Kridtar, Suka, and Sarlocke as the three of you prepare yourselves in this tiny room as the other door opens. And there in front of you, you see two little baby clicks in the corner that have not noticed you yet.
Use your stealth and kill them from behind. I'll wait here. They're just babies. Kill the babies before they grow into monsters. Strike swiftly and quickly.
Okay.
I'm getting a message,
This is
undertone
Suka's
for
whispering.
the story.
What does
Why-
it do?
Oh, man.
Where are you laughing?
Full circle.
Should be just just how do I get this? Just stop speaking.
I can't really hear you. I'm gonna kill these babies.
Keanu Reeves?
I'm gonna load up. How close are they? Are they?
They're on the other side of the room, so like you're looking at 9, and you kind of see them in this top right corner.
Very well.
Okay.
I will also get my camera and sneak up on one.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to sneak up as well. Just sneak up as close as I can to them, in a similar style to actually what Suka was doing earlier, Krogan stealth method. That's why I was so impressed.
Oh, gotcha.
Wonderful. So who all steps into the room?
I step, a sneaky step into the room.
So Kridtar and Sarlocke. Suka, do you also step into the room?
Suka stealth. Suka still hunch.
Suka stealth in Kridtar stealth.
Kridtar,
And Sarlocke stealth.
Sarlocke, and Suka. As you three of you quietly make your way into the room, almost as soon as Suka steps out of the door and the door closes, brr, 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 you start to see these red flashing lights in the room as this emergency voice comes over to the PA.
Intruders, alert. Intruder, alert. Beginning mandatory removal of oxygen. 4 minutes remain.
And 4 minutes have now started to count down on the clock. So
Are
you
you
have 4
fucking
minutes
kidding me?
to get out of this room, the three of you, and the Clixon, or figure out anything in the room, and go.
Okay.
Suka abandoned mission.
Wait,
Suka
actually-
got a lot to live for. Suka gotta have babies.
There must be some sort of failsafe. There must be some sort of. I can stop whispering. There must be some sort of failsafe. Quickly, Suka, smash! Smash these.
Suka.
These clicks on.
All right, I'm just gonna do my most powerful attack, Suka
Ultimate Smash,
which is my Biotic Nova.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Nice.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Yes, good.
Oh.
Destroy the door.
Suka Smash. Like,
Destroy the door.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what it is.
Does it matter or injury?
That's a 19.
Where are you attacking? Are you attacking the Clixon or are you attacking the door?
I think Biotic Nova just.
It has a large radius, so I can.
Jeez.
It's like a 15-foot radius. So
Boom. All right. Suka, describe to me this. Like, is there a pose you do with it, or is there like a
as soon
step?
as he says
I'll
Suka
pause the
Smash,
time.
Suka is like, like a Super Saiyan, and she sparks off her Biotic Nova. There's like a aura around her Krogan body.
Oh, good. You didn't need that oxygen anyway.
Just burn that away.
This is Suka's
So, yeah,
time to shine in front of Sarlacc.
Does Biotic Nova have like a power to it or a damage?
Yeah, it has 4d6 damage.
Jeez.
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
roll that, please?
Yeah.
Are there vents? How is the air being sucked out?
I grab Kritar by the shoulders.
Kritar,
Ah!
listen.
Yeah.
My time in the Krogan Intelligence Agency has taught me one thing. We can hack the controls for the oxygen. Let me just find a computer.
So I did 4, 6, and 4. Did I roll the right one?
You also get more damage too, based on how many
Jeez.
shields you're expending.
Oh, that's right. I have shields.
Oh god.
Oh, I have like 20 shields.
Oh my gosh, we had 20 on top of that? I mean, how much of your shield do you want to use?
I mean, I don't want to use like all of my shield though. Probably
Just
just
wanna use
like
half?
yeah, like half.
Okay. So that's
We
a
do-
24?
But I have a shield boost though.
I think
gosh.
this thing is moves all shields.
Oh, it removes
Okay.
all. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 34.
Shit.
Suka, as you...
So yeah, 4, 6.
Oh, sorry.
4,
No,
6.
it's not the full. It's every one. It's 1 for every 10 shield HP. So, whatever her shields are, it's. So if she had 30 shields, it's just plus 3.
Oh,
Oh.
plus 3, gotcha.
Okay. Oh, and plus my charisma modifier actually, which is plus 2. So that's
A 19.
that's actually a 21.
Oh, 21.
Yeah. Because
Suka...
I rolled 19.
Oh, jeez. Suka, you go Super Suka, and you just like...
Not Super Suka.
Yeah, you like explode this energy off of you, and these two baby Clixon that had just like turned around to notice you in the first place are just like boom blasted back and just like
Right after I
like
got saying
splattered against the
I need to have
wall.
babies, I just murdered 2 babies.
Yeah, these things are just splattered against the wall, and you just see like they're kind of this Clixon blood just kind of ooze out of them as they kind of like slowly slide down the wall and like fall off like a pancake. All right,
I immediately look back at Sarlacc.
Sarlacc, we need to leave. I hope you like that.
And there
see,
was no
you see
damage done
Sarlacc
to the
turn, and you
door.
kind of see like this light in his eyes, like a light bulb came on. He's just like, oh, and then he kind of just turns.
Yes, good. Good.
You have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
I try to hack. I want to hack the. I want to use my Omni tool and try and hack into the systems.
All right.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Here we go.
Suka
hacking.
losing air.
Got this.
You just
Suka
like
can't
burned half
breathe.
of the air.
That's a 10.
Suka panic.
With a
Okay.
10, Kritar, you're not able to hack into the room, but on your monitor you do see like there's two, like you do see like kind of two electronic sources kind of pop up, one on the north side of the room and one on the south side of the room, represented by those two little circles.
Quickly, there are 2 electronic forces.
Why are you breathing
You go
like this?
down there.
Suka was
They're right
joking.
there, at the south, right there, at the bottom of the room. I'll go up here.
I'm gonna like start looking for this panel.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go to the other one.
Suka fine. Suka will survive this.
Can I try to call like core?
Yeah, you
to
can try
to
call
extract
Core.
us.
Yeah, you ping him.
Hello?
Get out of here. Abandon mission, Weedy. We don't want credits now.
You don't want me to come pick you up?
No, you save us.
Oh, you're just calling it in?
Yes. Suka say come here now.
Okay, I'll turn around. Going back. All right, it'll be a while, but we'll head back.
Suka say 2 minutes.
Okay? What?
2 minutes.
I mean, it's gonna take us at least 8, 10.
Suka piss out.
I smashed the thing. I just smash it completely on the floor.
Jeez. Your Omni tool?
Yeah.
It's on your hand.
Oh my gosh. All right. Kritar and Sarlacc, you both run to the opposite sides of the room, and you both notice that there's a lever kind of on these. There's a lever on the circular console that you're facing.
On each side?
Yeah. So you're facing one, and Sarlacc, you see that there's a lever on your side.
This can't be it. If we pull them both at the same time, maybe?
Let's try it. On 3, not after 3. On 3.
On 1, 2, pull.
What? Oh, now? Oh no.
No.
Okay. 1, 2.
1 minute
Pull.
remaining.
Pull.
And we both pull the levers.
You both pull the levers. You hear this kind of click for a moment, and then nothing changes.
Damn it.
May Meat, does Meat hear this? Does the door stop sound? Or...
Yeah, so you and Crag are totally fine because you're on the other side of these blast doors. But you do hear the alarm coming from the other room.
Alright, so if I had heard 4 minutes, I'm like,
Oh, all right. It's been 3.
I'm gonna walk over to the door, and I'm gonna try and open it from my side.
With your strength?
No, I'm gonna try and use my my electronics to try and open it.
Try and open that door. Use electronics. It's gonna be pretty hard.
Oh no.
I mean, Krogan can survive for a long time.
16.
You try, and it's just like these are fire doors, so this is clearly like this is an emergency going on in there. It is too hard, and the system knows it, so these doors are not
I'm a medic. I'm not an engineer. I tried.
Where's the...
Kritar and Sarlacc, you notice, are you two gonna look at each other's switches?
Yes.
Wonderful. Kritar, as you look over and you see Sarlacc's switch, you notice that while yours is kind of like up, his has been pulled down. So these levers can either, like, you pulled yours up and his went down.
Sarlacc! Listen! Sarlacc,
30
listen!
seconds
And I'm signing
remaining.
aggressively, really aggressive.
Halfway on the same
Suka
time.
panics
Don't
and
go all the
panic.
way. Go halfway. Leave it there, and we should be able to unlock it quickly. Now on 3, not
Okay.
after
15,
3, but on 1,
14,
2, pull. Okay.
13,
You got it.
12,
1,
11,
2,
10,
Pull.
9. You both pull it towards the middle.
Yeah, like in the middle.
8. As you see the red lights go off, and you hear the doors unclick,
Kritar, you genius.
and
Sarlacc
you feel
did
like
it.
you feel the air kind of come back into the room.
We worked together. We did it. I guess the
Suka
mission's
have
done.
bad news.
Wait, no, we're not done with the mission.
Suka may have called to tell them to come down.
Oh, well, let's just call him back.
They have some fail safes.
Suka have other bad news. Suka smash Omnito.
How do you smash? No, well, never mind. Let me core. Boop, 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 boop.
Dial in.
Hello? It's gonna be like another 8, 7? Are we saying 7 now? It's taking us some time. The re-entry's been a
You
little
can cancel
rough.
that rescue mission.
Wait,
thank you. Yep. Just go ahead and
don't need us
pause
yet.
on that. Thank you very much. False alarm. Much appreciated. Thanks. Sarlacc out. Boop.
You just don't hear. Yep.
Yup. You assume that they're not coming back. As the door at the end of
9.
At the door of end of 9, yeah, opens.
Okay, well, let's proceed with caution, shall we? We don't want to run into another airlock situation.
I don't know. I mean, between Suka killing those bugs and you figuring out this lever, I don't think there's anything we can't solve. But let's do it.
Confidently follow Kritar into the 9.
Oh, you mean 10?
We're going into the 10 airlock 10.
Oh yeah.
To proceed into room 11. We need
to find. Well, I don't even think. What's inside of this actual generator? I have no idea. What do you think is inside there? What do you think those heat signatures could be?
I think.
The two of you are like moving through
power.
Oh my god.
Just like appeared.
Where the hell did you come from?
I saw some power in there.
Just a quick question. Can it be when we're in 10 in the small airlock again so that we can have four people in this
Yes, I'll
small
say
space?
the three of you went in there and all of a sudden Crag just like has appeared and just said, with a power!
I sense it in my bones. That is must be power down there. So let us go get the source.
I think there are too many Krogans in this room.
Silence! Let us go.
Hey, Crag.
Crag, you. Go ahead.
I think there's power right in there. Why don't you go check it out? I can sense a lot of power in there. We'll be right behind you.
Do you make your way into room 9?
Me?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, no.
I watched very adamant or very focused as Crag walked into 9 because that's what triggered everything else. He made it all the way to 10, so I'm like, all right, well, I'm not stepping foot in the room that sucks all the air out, so that seems, I'm just gonna...
As you stand there, I need you to roll me a willpower save.
Yes. 8.
Almost as you're looking off and you're seeing Crag move into these next rooms and you're seeing the other 3 Krogans kind of push on forward too, there is a weird moment where all of a sudden you start to feel like you can't breathe. As if the air has been escaped from your lungs. And for like about 5 seconds, you can't find yourself breathing. It's like you're drowning while standing. And then almost after 5 seconds, that feeling is gone.
Meat. Don't eat food you find in cupboards.
And I proceed to eat the rest of the other one.
You chow down on that Twinkie, because they last forever.
It's like you shouldn't, but you know.
You just gotta.
Look, it was only 4 seconds of a heart stop. I think I have a few of them in there, so I think I'm good.
So, Kritar, Crag, Suka, and Sarlacc, you all are making your way kind of through these remaining rooms until you find yourselves in front of a door that is clearly labeled Administrator's Office.
There's going to be a key. It'll be in here.
Why don't you hack this door, Sarlacc?
Oh, Kritar.
And you can just see like his eyes light up when he says that.
It would be my pleasure. Stand back. Watch this.
And you see him sort of get his Omni tool charged up and then his rifle. And I proceed to hack the door. Hack at the door.
Hack at the door.
Hack at the door.
Hack at that door. Do that roll.
Okay. So plus my hack. It's not great. It's only a 13.
With a 13, yeah, you punch your Omni tool into like this key panel or this like kind of key card slot that was like the slider, and you start to see the door go as it like starts to open and close on itself, open and close. So you got it halfway open.
Some strong
Can I
encryption.
try to just like force strength open it as it's
Yes.
like doing this sort of movement?
Yes. Roll
Okay.
me your strength.
And while she does that, I'm going to hammer it.
Plus my strength modifier. Ooh, okay, I'm strong. Good for something. That is a 21.
I rolled a dirty 20 on my strength
Jeez,
check.
yeah. Like, I would say this. Jeez. Suka, you're able to pull the door open with your raw strength. And then Kridtar, immediately as she kind of steps out of the way, your hammer comes down on the door, like, pad. And just, like, completely shatters it. But the reverberations of your hammer are sent throughout the room. And you hear this kind of, like, ping, 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 ping. This like, little metal sound, like, of something that has just fallen and hit the ground.
Oh, God. Someone find the key. I think I hammered this door too hard. This is so strong. The vibration.
Door destroyed?
Yeah, this door is, like, open and permanently open. You can no longer close this door.
So, I
Jeez.
Not again.
We broke him.
Suka not it.
So I'm confused with what happened.
Oh my god.
What
In the
just
meantime,
occurred?
Suka, I need you to roll me a willpower save.
Okay.
What just occurred?
A nat 20.
Whoa!
Oh.
Hey!
You are solid as a Suka rock. Like, you are solid. Like, there is nothing
Suka
shaking
open
you.
door.
Oh
Suka
my
don't
God.
go find key.
Suka not it.
I Crag, you didn't help with the door. Why don't you go get the key?
Why do we need a key again?
It's the key of power, Crag. It's the key to power.
Keanu Reeves.
At this point,
Oh my god.
Oh,
So red.
oh my god.
Broke everyone today.
What did M say?
I think you broke everyone. Oh my gosh.
it's so like you can pull from different things like Matrix of Keanu Reeves saying that. As you just see Craig just go in an instant trance of him just saying power. That's like he's gonna start doing the meditating thing again as he's trying to tap into whatever he's having to try to pull from that and try to increase his power or be biotic.
Oh,
So is he not searching for the key? He's just, like,
Well,
straight up meditating?
He's thinking through meditation that he's going to find the key. It's going to come to the locations will come to him in his mind.
Okay. I say
guys are
roll me a
killing me.
spot plus, like, and add an additional, like, so do your spot with your modifier and then add an additional charisma modifier onto it as, like, you're using meditation to help you scoot this key.
Okay. Okay, that's a 16 plus 5 plus 1.
This whole game has been this really shitty master course on manipulation.
Crag, you are able to, like, almost you feel this pulsing sense coming from this key. It's almost like your biotic meditation has locked onto this key and you are, like, synced with it as you feel, like, yeah, even with your eyes kind of rolling in the back of your head, you're almost able to, like, force guide yourself into this room and put your hand behind, like, a bookshelf where the key is and you're able to, like, grab it.
I think I have gained the power right here.
Oh, no, Crag, you must take the key to the power reactor for it to reach full power. Right?
And I look at Kridtar and kind of shrug, like I.
Kritar thinks to himself, back to when he met Vote Kirk in Purgatory and how tame Vote Kirk was compared to these very, very strange, stupid Krogan.
What's Suka doing at this point?
I mean, Suka is like rolled to a nat 20 willpower. She can do whatever she wants.
Chilling.
Suka, wait. You take care of Key.
I'll say this, because Suka's willpower is radiating so fiercely, like, hey, Sarlacc. That's Suka.
Oh yeah, like when he saw those bugs splatter, like the
Suka
light kind of
flex.
went on behind his eyes, and now it's just like that sort of hunched, stealthy posture, those sort of just like, you know, ripped Krogan arms. He's kind of thinking, wow, you know, there's really something there. And he kind of like, you kind of see like his face now, the blood is like encrusted, and he kind of does like whatever that was. Tanae, can you do the smile thing so I can try to...
Oh my god.
Suka smile back.
While this is all happening, I would actually like to investigate a little bit more in this room.
All right.
Finding out, I want to know more about this doctor and what exactly they were being accused of. If there's any open email or paper or
You
whatever.
see that there is a kind of this nice kind of half-moon desk where there is a large monitor. It looks like it's just powered off. It looks like you could easily power it on for some reason. Like this room is basically untouched. There is also a safe. You notice that there's a safe panel underneath the desk as well. And kind of along the walls where Crag just pulled the key from, yeah, you notice that there's like a bookshelf and just like a number of texts and books.
Okay, I'm gonna power on that thing, that screen.
You do, and it turns on and it asks you for a password.
I'm gonna try to hack it.
Do it. Roll that hack.
Come on. Oh, shit. Okay, that's a 16 plus 4, so that's an unnatural 20 for me.
As you try and hack it, like the first two attempts are, you get like this error, and you see attempts counting down on like the left bottom hand corner of the screen. Excuse me. And then finally on this last one, you're like, you add a question mark to the keypad, yeah, you get access to this computer.
Oh, rad! I'm gonna start looking through it. I'm gonna open up emails, if that's possible.
You find that this computer is completely blank. It is almost like it is a desktop screen, but there's no icons, there's no desktop menu, there's nothing. Hey, Kridtar, I need you to roll me a willpower save real quick.
I have a bad feeling about this. That's not good. That's okay. Willpower?
Mm-hmm.
I got a 10 plus 13.
With a 13, as soon as you go to like try and click on something, like you kind of click on the menu, what you would notice to be like where like kind of the startup button would be, or like where the menu button would be. As you go to click on it, suddenly, all of a sudden, you feel your body become almost like rigid. Like, and you feel your whole body just seize up and lock for 5 seconds. And you feel this almost as if like, yeah, your muscles are no longer moving, your bones are no longer moving. And then you are, after 5 seconds, it's gone.
Ritar, is everything all right?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's this device that. Maybe it's this device. I seized up and tensed. My whole body tensed for a while there.
Ritar, I have a bad feeling about this place. Did you find anything?
I kind of gestured toward this like monitor.
Did you find anything?
As you can see, it's blank. I couldn't find anything.
I don't like this. But I feel like if we're going to find answers, there's only one one place left to look, right?
Inside the nuclear area.
And I have the key to the actual power lines.
Whoa.
Him holding the key up.
This poor guy. He was just like a grunt soldier who was just like,
Not
you're like,
even
oh,
a
you
soldier.
trespassing!
He was just
He's a
doing
scientist.
his job.
He like worked in the docks equipment.
Yeah.
Loaded
Like a
boxes.
technician.
Oh my god.
While all this is going on, Meat would like, he's in the room with the computers and stuff. He'd like to, try his handiwork at building another contraption out of the electronic components, if that's possible.
What do you want to build?
I'd like to build a motion tracker, almost if I was holding something and it would be like beep, beep, and and I could like see if anything is in like close proximity. Not like crazy, but like if I was like walking around a creepy, weird facility, and there were like creatures like these bugs that were gonna come out. I want to find something that lets me know if there's a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm. All right. Roll your. I'm gonna say roll electronics.
14.
You're able to get some parts together. You're able to, I will say this, you're able to you're not able to create anything new, but you're able to boost your Omni tool. You're able to add a little Omni extension that allows you to see kind of if anything is in the next room.
Got it. Like a heartbeat monitor for one room over. Cool, I'll take it.
As the four of you, Crag, Suka, Sarlocc, and Kridtar, do you want to do anything else in that room, or are you ready to go back to the reactor?
I guess we'll find out. What did you just say?
I'm gonna go forward.
So say we all. Well, where's Meat anyway? We should yes, move forward.
As Crag so eloquently said.
I'm sure we'll find out what they're hiding here in just a moment.
As the four of you make your way back kind of through these smaller kind of dilapidated rooms that are where the ceiling has kind of caved in, you find yourselves once again passing through kind of the airlock room, the first airlock, into the room where the oxygen was. You almost were suffocated.
Thanks for your help, Dick.
I'm on the opposite side, so if I could see them all the way through.
Yeah, their airlock door on your end is still closed. So you can see a window into that.
I just give them a sup nod, like sup.
As the four of you cross your way through the second airlock, you see all these four Krogans slammed together into this tiny airlock, and then the door opens in front of you.
Thanks for your help, Dick.
Say it again.
I'm pointing as if I still can't hear him because he's inside this thing.
Okay, I thought we were.
You passed through the doors.
Passed through the doors.
You passed through the second set of doors
got it.
into room 7 now. Yeah, into the communications room.
It's Meat.
I think your name will be Dick from now on.
So we're in
Guitar,
14,
Dick, Meat, or whatever your name is. Let's continue moving on, shall we?
You had to say it, man.
My bad.
You just fuck you, me. Fuck you. Fuck you, me.
And this really took a turn.
All right, well, deprioritizing your medical.
And you see him doing the same keystrokes where he upped Suka's prioritization. You just see as if you were zooming in on his Omnijewel, just it's triage priorities, and it's just Kridtar goes down to the bottom.
Who is the last person out of the room?
It's either Suka or Crag, no?
I went 4 first.
Oh.
So
I think I was
holding
after
a key.
So I'll say it's either Suka or Meat.
Oh, out of 7? I haven't got in.
Out of 7.
Out of 7. Oh, it'll probably be
going
me.
back towards the reactor, as kind of Crag has kind of definitely been pushing forward, kind of going through 7 back into 5.
Got it. If Suka's, are you all right?
Suka, fine. Why would you think otherwise?
Just making sure.
Suka, open door with bare hands.
Me?
There are buttons. There are buttons that open doors. I'm just saying, it's not that hard. This is why we have negative stereotypes of Krogans.
Me, as you're talking to Suka on your way out, you kind of catch something out of the corner of your eye in the kitchen. You turn for a second, and you look, and it's almost like you thought you saw something, you didn't, but no, there's just the dilapidated cabinets, the knocked over coffee machine, the table with the blue fruit bowl on it.
Who is this?
You.
Can I roll my intelligence to see if I remember what color the bowl it was? Because it was definitely not blue.
Yeah. Yep, you can roll it. Yes, yeah.
But I gotta figure out if I understand that. Or meet. Should this be a investigate check or a... What would you like me to roll?
I'll say just, do straight, I'll say, investigate. Investigate's good.
Okay. That is 19. 19.
That bowl was definitely red. It's in the same spot. It has the same dust on it.
All right. Suddenly, meat went from like regular meat investment to now goes up a notch.
Okay. No. Look, maybe it's a changing color bowl. Perhaps it was the light, but
I'm gonna go up to it. I'm not gonna touch it, but I'm gonna. Is there anything in the room that I can like roll towards it?
There's a bunch of like debris on the ground and stuff, like knocked over. Like I said, there's kind of like knocked over machines and like.
Yep. Finding some sort of cog
like
or something.
Like, yeah.
I'm gonna throw something in the bowl. See what happens.
You find like a piece of like wall that had kind of come down, like a nice good piece of like kind of metal and concrete, and you toss it at the bowl, and you knock it over, and you see it fall off the table, but you don't hear a crash.
Do we all see that?
Just meets the last person in the room. Everybody else has been pushing on, moving forward through the hallways. You look down, the bowl is gone.
Can I do a scan on myself?
Yeah, do a scan on yourself.
I'd like to do a medical scan on myself. Should I do medicine? Is that what you do, or how?
Do medicine.
Okay.
Medicine is good. You just self-scan, selfie scan.
Holy shit-a-rooney. 33.
Oh my gosh.
You got a nat 20?
I got a 19, and I add. Let me make sure that I added my math up right.
My God.
I add 14, so then, 33.
With a 33, but it wasn't a nat 20, but with a 33.
Yep.
Jeez. As you scan yourself, your Omni tool suddenly like starts to error. And as you look closely at it, Meat, you notice that your Omni tool has two different scans for you. One lists your current heart rate, oxygen levels. The other lists Meat deceased.
Interesting.
Cause of death, asphyxiation. We cut over to the hallway where Crag, Suka, Sarlocc, and Kritar have made their way through 5, and now kind of you're back in the kind of large room of 3, seeing all these kind of now it's starting to smell a little bit from these 2 dead Clixon corpses in the room. And you notice that Meat kind of hasn't been following you, but the 4 of you are now back in this room, making your way towards the reactor.
I'm going. Crag is just going to. He's adamant about going to that reactor.
Yeah,
entertaining.
and Sarlacc also is kind of like following him, egging him on, just, also trying to get to the reactor.
Suka is remembering, Meat sort of, talking bad about her door opening skills. But she notices that he's gone.
Where's stupid Meat?
Leave him, he'll catch up.
Meat always hangs back. He's risk averse. It's fine. Better we open the reactor. He'll follow.
Hope he dead. Let's go.
Damn.
Jeez, wow.
I'm still thinking about.
You have to
what
yell
happened
medic
to me.
for someone to run in, that's the logic of it.
Let's
Yeah, Gridtar's still thinking about what the hell happened back there, but he moves forward.
As the four of you move forward, you find yourselves once again in the locker room. You see, on the two sides of the walls, you see it, once again lined with these lockers, two of which are open.
Were those the ones that we opened up before?
Hold on.
You want to give me a roll, Kridtar, an investigate roll?
Okay. Oh, okay. That's okay. But I don't have any bonus, so it's only a 10.
A 10. These, you can't remember if you closed a locker or if a locker was open. You know that Crag was over by those lockers. He might have angrily closed one. You don't really know, but you do. You're kind of like, I thought there was 3. I guess somebody closed one.
Wouldn't Crag have remembered 3 lockers opening because he had figured that it was just his powers doing it, so he was very proud of it?
I'll say yes. I'll give Crag, if Crag wants to roll and investigate, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say Crag I'll give you like a little bonus of that. Roll add your +1 charisma modifier on your biotics because you thought it was your biotics that opened the lockers.
So what am I rolling?
Roll investigate.
Okay, what am I adding to that?
So you're doing kind of investigate is boop 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 intelligence modifier and then also add your charisma modifier just because you're biotics.
Okay, so it's a 14 plus 4 total. So 18.
So the 18. Yep. There were 3 lockers open. There was 2, and then there was a closed one, and then there was one that was open. And Crag, as you near the locker, you do see the torn photo on the ground at your feet as you take a step closer, and there's something off about that photo. You see in the photo kind of torn on the ground, one half you see a Solarian father, a Solarian son, and on the other half of the ripped photo, you see a Solarian mother, a Solarian daughter, the 2 children are holding balloons, and there is a small dog being held by the mother.
As he's seeing this, Crag sort of jumps back to his former self.
Oh! Wait a minute.
I want to look at that suit, because that suit, I remember, was a human radiation suit. Is it a Solarian suit?
It is a Solarian suit.
Something's off.
Crag, I need you to roll me a willpower right now.
Okay. Oh, there is. It's 8 plus 4.
A 12. With a 12, as you go to pick up that photo off the ground, or you go to touch the radiation suit to almost confirm it, you suddenly see, like, all of a sudden in your eyes, you see a bright flash, yourself on the ship, a bright flash, yourself on the ship, a bright flash, yourself on the ship. But you're in different seating positions every time. You're either on the left side, you're sitting somewhere else on the right side. Suka is next to you in one. Kridtar is next to you in another. And those 3 flashes happen. As you take away your hand from the suit, they're gone.
Is this another sign?
Jeez, I love it. It's great.
I understand now. I must get into that reactor.
He gets up and just walks to that door. I'm assuming that door that's locked is going to the reactor, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He's just gonna. He's so willed to just go and see that reactor that he's just gonna go.
Well, I'm glad you said something, Craig.
I'm going to head to the other key that's already sort of in there on the other side.
Whatever waits us on that side, we'll take care of it, like we always do.
Yes. Yes. Like we always do. All right, let's do it, team. And meet wherever you are.
Meat is walking back to
Suka
the lobby.
I just need to get this job done so I can get back to Toby and do jobs that actually matter to me.
Meat, as you walk back, you find yourself... Yeah, you walk back. You walk back, and as soon as, you hit the end of 3, those doors are sealed.
So if I turned, I would see the rest of these 4 by the door down by 16.
You would have seen, like, I picture, like, you're in 3, you're headed towards 15, and almost as soon as you see them kind of turn towards the main 16 console, those doors in front of you lock close.
The door's at 2.
The door's at 15. The door's in front of the hallway.
Interesting. What about the door heading back towards the lobby, though?
Open.
That's where I'm going.
All right, going into the lobby. All right, so Crag and Sarlacc, the two of you stand positioned. Sarlacc in front of the leftmost console that already had the key inside it. Crag in front of the right console, holding the key.
Well,
I assume that we have to just put this in synchronization. What's the word?
Synchronization.
Synchronization.
Thanks,
Yes.
Kritar.
Yes.
Well, let's do that. My key is already here. Why don't you try inserting your key, and we'll turn the keys. What do we agree, Kritar? The count of 3.
Yes, you do it on 3. So 1, 2, turn on 3.
All right.
Ready?
1. Oh, yes, I'm ready.
Oh, sorry. Damn it, this again. Yes, okay. 1.
Before we
You are wasting time.
1.
I need the power already.
2.
I just want you to know that you are the worst group of Krogans I've ever worked with. In my entire Krogan life, you are all... I hope we never meet again.
You with the inferior balls.
Thank you, Kritar.
You have no right to judge with your female Krogan voice.
This is not a Krogan voice. This is... Damn it, why? And he rips it off. And he starts signing aggressively at you. Just like a bunch of obscenities and a bunch of like... Just angrily.
Suka doesn't understand sign language at all, so Suka's just staring.
All right, well, let's get on with this, shall we?
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. And 1,
2,
3.
3.
Chunk. 3.
Sarlacc and Crag, as the two of you, turn the keys at the same time, you hear this click, 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 click of these huge, like reactor doors. As you hear them kind of sink in and slowly start to as they pull out. And inside, you just see kind of like these two reactor bases. And then you see 20 scions shambling about, running into walls. As you look at the rightmost reactor, has these inky black and blue tendrils coming off of it. Who here has had experience with Reapers? Or Reaper tech?
Not me.
Qatar has not.
Well, would be a question for Bert, because Crag was in the facility when that announcement went off. I don't know if he did or didn't know anything.
I would say he probably does not.
Okay. No, he doesn't know.
Yep, there's just these weird inky black tendrils kind of like coming out of the rightmost reactor with these blue lights in them. And you see that these horrifying kind of mutated bodies that have these human-like skulls and these terrifying blue glowing eyes have these huge kind of bulbous blue sacs on their back. And you notice that on the forms of a lot of these figures are like kind of the remains of what appears to be nuclear protection wear.
The hell is this?
They all start to like they like retch, and they all start to like these. How many did I say? 20.
20. Yeah.
10?
20, yeah.
These 20 scions start to charge you.
I'd run away.
Suka,
Yeah, get the hell
Qatar
out of
runs,
here.
sprints and turns, and runs the other way.
Qatar runs.
Yeah, same.
Sarlacc runs.
Suka sees Sarlacc run, so she just immediately follows.
Suka runs. What about Crag?
Crag.
I'm gonna roll a die.
Oh no.
Okay, well before I roll a die,
Crag.
can you do explanation of, besides the scions and the tentacles, is there the reactors there, or what else is in the room?
It's just kind of this big empty room. You see like the leftmost reactor does remain like intact, kind of like this kind of pillar, but this rightmost reactor seems to be broken, and like this Reaper tech is like feeding off of the energy. So it's like this whole like this Reaper tech thing has almost grown, and yeah, infested the beings that were locked in that room. We love it. That's fair.
You see Crag sort of look at Sarlacc, Krytar, and did Suka leave too? You left?
Suka left.
Okay. And you see them leaving, and as he's about face and turn back, it's as if a voice is pulling him and whispering in his within his mind, and like,
Power is here. Krog. Power is here. Take it.
and so he's entranced by that that voice, and he wants to stay and possibly fight off to
All
achieve
right.
whatever's in there.
Let's roll me a straight attack roll. What do you want to do? Do you want to shoot one?
Well, he's
Or-
going to use his. He also has Biotic Nova.
Oh, is he gonna just Nova it?
Yeah, he's going to. He's so enamored with trying to get whatever's in there, or whatever he thinks is in there, that he's just going to just sort of blow out a surge of biotic energy and tell him,
Move! Move!
Do it. Let's do it.
that is. Wait, what am I rolling? That is a base 17.
Okay.
Was there any? What exactly was I rolling?
Just doing. You're rolling your Nova ability.
Oh, hold on.
I don't like this, Em.
Yeah, this is.
What have we done?
Suka, Kridtar, and Sarlacc, as you run out of the reactor and head back towards the locker hallway, you too now notice that the door separating your room and the main kind of like the entry room where you had fought the two clicks in has been sealed shut. There is no escape.
Damn it, where's Crag? All right. I'm going back.
And I turn around and just start heading back to the reactor.
Let's do this.
And I load up my shotgun.
Meat, what would you like to do?
I've reached the foyer,
Lobby.
the
Yeah,
lobby.
foyer.
I'm gonna go back to like where I had like pulled out the equipment to build that thing for Kritar to see if it has, if like it's back similar to like the,
Oops,
if
forgot I was muted,
if it's
my bad.
what's happened to the. Is there signs of the rummaging that I did before still there, or
Roll
is it?
Roll me and investigate.
23.
Looks like the room has reset itself.
All right. 700 years and I haven't seen this.
I'm gonna go to where I had like pulled out the box to make the thing, and there was a message that played. I want to try and get that full message to actually play.
All right. Roll me a hacking. Craig, how's it going with that Nova?
I'm trying to understand it. So you just roll.
Tania, how did you roll your Nova earlier? Because you just did a Nova. You did a Bionic Nova earlier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I probably would want to Suka Smash, but I don't think I can Suka Smash again.
Oh no, I just meant
Right
like
now.
what were the dice rolls for that?
Oh. Okay, that is a 4d6.
It's 46 plus your shields depletes, and it was for every 10 points.
Plus
of shields.
charisma modifier. Yeah.
Right.
Shields, plus what was the shield? Was it charisma modifier?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we roll. So it's just a roll damage because there's no roll to like hit. So for first, so 7, 10, so 17 plus my shield, which is 45 shields. So every 10 is 4 points. So what we're at so far?
Every 10 is worth 1 point. Every 10 is worth 4 points.
Every 10 is 1.
Yeah, so you're at 21.
21 plus the charisma modifier, which is plus 1, so
Okay.
22.
And that's the damage you do?
Yeah.
To everything, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Craig, you set off this biotic Nova, and you just kind of like, do you have a special pose that you do with it? Or do you just like erupt out of power?
Well, at this point, the more biotic he uses, the more, I guess, deeper he's getting into this persona. So
That holds up, yeah.
As he's doing it, it's like he is Krogans already hunch, but he doesn't really have a pose for it. It's just his eyes just keep rolling back per shot that he's pushing out, and he's just cackling with joy and glee because he's feeling the surge of energy just flowing through him, feeling that it's just awesome to him.
Craig, as this biotic Nova erupts out of you, Sarlacc, you kind of are rushing into the room and you see this biotic Nova happening. You see this huge amount of energy pulse out of Craig, and you start to see that it ripples actually through the walls. Suddenly, in the room where you are, Meat, you feel this huge amount of energy, this energy surge kind of push through the wall into where you are. And as Sarlacc, you notice, Sarlacc and Craig, you're staring in this room as Craig's biotic Nova has just pushed back all 20 of these scions. These scions lay limp against the wall. The leftmost reactor starts to crack, and then the two of you start to notice it. These scions start to twitch and glitch, coming in and out. The room is filled with 20 scions, and then 10 scions, and then 50 scions, and then 1 scion. As you see them start to almost break down into pixelated form as the Reaper structure in the facility starts to break down into pixelated form. But as you stand there, Sarlacc, you feel, all of a sudden, you feel this thing grabbing you and ripping you, and as you open your eyes, there's a pixelated form in front of you, and suddenly a scion is pulling your arm out of its socket and throwing you against the wall. Kridtar and Suka, you two are against the closed door as you feel this ripple of energy surge through. As the two of you kind of pound on this wall trying to open it, suddenly this wall opens and closes and opens and closes, but almost in a pixelated way, as if it appears and disappears upon instant. As the two of you push through, unfortunately, that is when the door appears once again, and Suka and Kridtar, you are crushed, melded into the door itself as your organs are obliterated by the metal inside. Meet, as you stand within the lobby of the area, the lobby of this facility, the message itself begins to play again, and you see a smiling Turian, and then almost for a second you see a female face looking off at a distance and saying, "Am I doing it right?" As it kind of glitches out, and then suddenly in the room that you're in, you see 1 Clixon, 10 Clixons, 2 Clixons, 50 Clixons, as they phase in and out, until suddenly you are surrounded by Clixon, and you feel all of their pincers piercing through your armor and body. And finally, Crag, you stand there, and you feel your body trembling from the biotics itself. As you take a step forward, all of a sudden you feel yourself falling. But as you fall, the ground disappears. Everything goes black. And then for a moment, everything goes white for you. You open your eyes and find yourself staring at a bright light. As you look beyond the light, you see there's white walls around you. A woman dressed in a white medical coat with an orange emblem on her collar makes notes in a datapad as she stares at you. Crag, you don't have control of your arms or your body, just simply your eyes and your mind as you look around and see a sight that is completely unfamiliar to you. Pristine, clean walls, tubes attached to various limbs of your body, pumping in and out fluids. The woman looks down at her datapad.
Very interesting choice to separate the medic there. I quite liked that. I was hoping to see them get into more trouble with those creatures at the end, but it appears that this one's biotics are continuing to interfere with the tests. We will have to up the sedation of 500 cc. Make a note of that, please, brother.
Yes, I mean, they really almost got me with the door there. If they would have come in, they would have seen that it just would have been a facade. I've never seen them open the door like that before. Also, this time they were really at each other's throats, more than usual.
Good observation. Perhaps that is the effect of this one's biotics on the program itself. Yes, it appears that, well, we would have liked to see them interact with the Reaper tech to get a better understanding of its effect, simulated, of course, on Krogan bodies in Krogan possession. Unfortunately, we will have to see if they are able to get there again. Perhaps we eliminate the oxygen trap and see the teamwork has been mostly satisfactory throughout all past 100+ runs. But perhaps this next time we just flush them into the reactor core, see what happens, and just start there. Krogans are interesting species, and if we are to continue our research and, well, the perseverance of Cerberus, it is best to know one's enemy. Right then, let us begin the simulation once more.
And Crag, you feel your eyes go black. And then we open. You find yourselves on a rusty transport vessel bobbing and weaving its way through space debris. The 5 of you, 5 Krogans, seated and strapped into the transport bench on the right side of the rust bucket. Against the other side of the vessel is a grizzled orange Krogan in worn black mercenary armor with white accents, mumbling to himself, "Another day, another run at it." You hear him mutter that under his breath as he turns off his datapad, looks at the 5 of you, sighs, and begins to debrief you once again.
Wow.
That is the end of our session.
That's freaking awesome. Mind blowing.
Fucked up, man.
Bioshock Infinite, Emily pulls from all of her favorite sources.
Oh my god! When we started this session, I was like, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I was like, this feels very Bioshocky to me. Like felt like Rapture.
So technically, all 5 of your Krogans are alive. They are just trapped in a Cerberus testing facility by two scientists who are monitoring how Krogans can work together, teamwork-wise, and whatnot.
Well, they probably would have hated that run.
Is it on? Are they doing this on Christmas Day?
Yeah, why are they working? Does Cerberus not give them time off? It's Christmas Day.
Cerberus has a really, really bad PTO. You have to work holidays for Cerberus.
That was awesome.
Merry Christmas. May the present of 2021 be possibly saving these Krogans.
These are big. Man. Well, I guess we gotta break them out along with Jovin's character, and who else is they got? They're just rounding up everyone.
They got a lot. Cerberus is racking up their victims.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, I mean, we could pick. Voke said, you know what? We should go kill this Cerberus guy, but we gotta go do a heist. That's all. That's gone to hell.
Has it?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm excited for heist.
Yeah, we'll find out. But the way that things gradually built up, where it's like something's off, and it gradually sort of just very, ratcheted up like something's really wrong until the build up to the end. Man, that was awesome.
I came back at the right time too. I was like, oh, we're all in test tubes. That's great. That's great.
You missed it. We got smashed, Tanea. You and me, we got like the walls glitched down. We got smashed into the walls like if Kitty Pryde like phased inappropriately into like at the wrong time, and like got smashed into a wall. Like literally, became part of the wall. You know.
Rip.
That's pretty cool. I just got ripped apart by scions. Pretty sick.
So I got really hungry.
That was
That's
rad.
why there were puzzles. Cerberus.
What
was
are they trying to
testing your
do? I don't
teamwork.
like. What is it? So they're trying to find out, but like, I feel like the Reaper tech was important.
Yeah, Cerberus loves Reaper tech, and they love experiments.
They do.
They do. But I wonder how that's going to bite us in the
trials
ass.
to see if you guys had interacted with it, what it would have done to you. What is the Krogan mind like? How do we learn about our enemies? How do we best take out Krogans? Is it by making them work together? That is what Cerberus is learning. But thank you guys so much for coming on this amazing tabletop RPG journey with me. I have been sitting on this for a while. Like, as soon as this came to me, I was like, it's going to be like Matrix and Bioshock Infinite at the end. Oh! And that's why I had, like, the red face and the blue face. Oh! So, yeah, thank you guys so much. This was such a blast. I love GMing and playing in this world. And, yeah, Bert, feel free to use this if you want, and you don't have to use it if you don't want. I just thought, like, why not add some more steaks to the Cerberus grill?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I loved it. It was
so
fun.
great.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for Crag because he survived the thing at New Riverton, just get picked up by Cerberus.
Right?
It sucks for him, man.
It makes sense because Cerberus is there.
They were there. Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably was walking all the way.
I finally made it out of this.
Everything's going to be coming up, Craig.
Everything's coming up, Craig.
Comically large net, and they just like swoop in and grab it.
I just keep thinking of that moment when Evan said this was going to be full of power, and I just immediately thought of Keanu Reeves and how all these Matrix references. It was just perfect.
Yeah, everything. There's so many things that tied into each other, even inadvertently.
Yeah.
Mind meld. But yeah, you guys made some amazing characters, and thank you to everyone who watched this.
Yeah.
If you thought this was fun, let us know. I think we love to do these fun one-shots every once in a while, and it's great because we get to let Bert play, and that was so much fun. I love it when Bert creates characters because this character was great.
He has a charisma score it's the lowest charisma score I've ever rolled in any character in any game, and it was 5.
Whoa.
So I was just like, he's gonna come when you need him, but he's just gonna be a kind of not a full-on dick, but just be very blunt and be like, I don't care. And there's a reason now he's trapped in a machine forever, so fuck you, guy. No.
No, maybe not forever.
I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
I'm sure we can save him in definitely 4 sessions.
The irony is eventually the Reapers would show up, so then it would be like they would come out of the simulation to then find they think it was, and then they think it was a simulation, and then they'd be dead for real.
Yeah.
Look, if there's one thing I've learned, the Rubicon crew, if the Rubicon crew can save him, we can do it.
Yeah.
One session, all we need. Get in there, get out.
One session.
That's
Take
right.
off the roof.
Yeah, one session always is just one session.
In and out, guys. In and out.
Yeah.
That's our team motto.
Jeez.
You know what they say about us. In and out.
I just love that all of your guys' favorite items and equipment that you have are shovels, because you guys just keep digging yourself into it.
It's okay. I got a jetpack, so.
Yeah.
Jeez.
There you go.
Well, if you like this, be sure to give us a like that button on YouTube. Subscribe if you want to see more of this, because this is how you'll know when we put out fun episodes and one-shots like this. And like we said earlier, be sure to, if you're loving the podcast, or if you just want to discover the podcast for the first time, go give it a listen. You can find Mass Effect Adventum on your favorite podcast platform. Give it a rating. Give it a review. Talk to your friends about it. Talk about us on social media. If you liked this episode, please let us know. I would love to hear your favorite moment from today's episode. So yeah, and thank you guys so much for supporting us. Your support is amazing. We love telling this story. We love playing in this universe, and we're so happy to have you guys along for the ride and enjoying, let's all celebrate Mass Effect, because it's such a fun place to play in.
Hell yeah.
You're here.
Well said.
Yeah.
Yes.
So until next time, I get to do the sign off. So until next time, keep making those
tough decisions.
Decisions.